like torches blazed with light. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to find our long forgotten gold. The pines were roaring on the height, the winds were moaning in the night. The fire was red, it flaming spread. The trees like torches blazed with light.
Good evening. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another episode of Mountain Blade Warband, Persistent Lord of the Rings. Play so many different games. I get tongue-tied sometimes at the intro. I am currently playing the MMO mod, Persistent Lord of the Rings. Glorious little mod. Or little my ass. Glorious big ass mod. And we're trying to go find our buddies. But before I do that, I better lower my audio. Whoop. That's a little better. Let's do Rivendell playlist for now, right? Let's do Rivendell. Ambiance music. Sure, let's do that. We haven't streamed in a few days, so I'll have to limber up. Any of you want to volunteer to help limber me up? Don't start flirting with him this early, Raw. Fine. Whatever, man. Alright, so let's go this way. We got Thickest Boy here. Hello. Hey, Thickest Boy. Shame. Man, I just started. How can I be shameful already? Hey, Thick. Alright, came from that way. We're gonna go this way. We got Rad Divine, number 1 chatter of the day. So henceforth, for the rest of this evening, you'll be known as number 1. Simple. Easy. How goes the Red Divine? Thank you for playing Shame. I disagree with your Shame. I've not been shameful quite yet. I think I can go through this away. Warlord is Gunda if you want to join them. Thank you. Nope, not that one. Thanks, brother. We're trying to meet up with the Fellowship. Alright, that is not the way to go. Alright, anybody know where to go? I sure as heck don't. Maybe this way. This scene is considered Dwarven Pass. It used to crash all the time, which is odd, because it's not that big of a scene, right? I could be wrong. These are dwarves, warriors from Erebor, capital of the dwarves. Or at least in this timeline. How don't you went live at 2 a.m.? Well, that's because I live in Freedom Land, and in Freedom Land, it is currently 2000. Well, 2007. You're way ahead of me, brother. Way ahead of me in the old time zone. How was your weekend? I guess your weekend is Sunday, right? Yeah, probably. Man, this is cool. I don't know if I remember all this. We're trying to go 1 over, of course. We are a Noldor warrior, if you haven't seen me play this before. It's a multiplayer mod, MMO, if you will. Which is quite rare in the Warband Kingdoms. I can only think of one other one, the original Persistent Kingdoms, which was just Warband MMO, but this one's, you know, Lord of the Rings. Maybe because of the mountain terrain. Yeah, working with uni is killing me. Ooh, what kind of work are you doing with uni? You doing fun stuff like archaeology? Are you studying the history of man? Are you trying to create a robot that can jump off of a 5-story building without breaking the egg within its bionic womb? What are you doing at uni? Programming, right on. Programming is one of those things I always wanted to teach myself to do, and then I would do other things like kiss puppies or girls or drink beer. Yeah, I wish I taught myself that. Kind of like in the way that I wish I taught myself how to, you know, do other things in life. You know, just recently I taught myself how to brush my teeth a little bit better. Believe that? Is this the right way, or should I go over there? What do you guys think? Now, the name of the next server is Gundabad. So this could be Gundabad, or actually, this isn't a server, I don't think. We got our second chat of the day, one of my favorites. We've got the terrific, the tyrannical, Tech Happy. Glory be to you, Tech Happy. And I tell you what, if I don't stream for a day or two, my words get janky. It's killing me because this semester I'm working full-time at Apple. Ooh, is that the good Apple, to where they give you good benefits? Or is it the bad Apple that treats you like a workhorse and doesn't pay you enough? There's different kinds of Apple depending on what country you're in. Any tips for brushing teeth? Well, I will tell you now that you've asked. It's not the brushing of the teeth per se, but I've always brushed my teeth, and about halfway through brushing my teeth, I feel like I want to gag. So at the end, when I want to brush my tongue, it could cause a horrific gag reflex that's not good, especially early in the morning when you got maybe some caffeine in your belly or like a sausage biscuit, right? So old Raw here's got a big ass tongue. He can touch his nose with it. Girls love it. So what I've been doing as I'm brushing my teeth is I'm tucking my tongue too far down, and my big tongue is causing that slow but sure gag reflex to show itself. So now what I do is I purposefully have my tongue out, which is counterintuitive for the teeth brushing, but it makes it to where I don't gag when I brush my tongue at the end of the day. You learn something new every day, folks. That's my little tip to you for all you big tongue sons of guns out there. Other than that, electric is really good. Sonic is also good. You want to go in a circle, both counterclockwise and clockwise. 30 seconds each side of the teeth. So front, 30 seconds. Bottom of the top, 30 seconds. Back, 30 seconds. Rinse and repeat for all the rounds, give or take. Rinsing with peroxide can be good if you have like weird sores, like you bit your tongue and it got infected. Rinse with peroxide. Do not use peroxide or baking soda regularly. They will eat away at your enamel. They are abrasives. What else can I tell you? Don't use alcohol mouthwash. Causes damage to the inside of your mouth. Especially if you're prone to such things, like you get canker sores or anything like that. Don't use too much toothpaste. A little dab will do you. Too much toothpaste, kind of a waste. You know what I mean? There goes Thickest Boy. Alright, also... Wait, is he trying to kill my horse? Take care. Take care. Horse murderer. We got to get him back. He murdered one of my horses. So in game, we don't like him. Big no like. All right. Good luck. Good luck, sir. But we like him, of course. He's a streamer, Thickest Boy. Check him out. Unless I'm streaming. And then unfollow him and follow me. Oh, let's see here. Also, oh, wait, we missed some stuff. I was on raw with... Ooh, I like raw withdrawal. That sounds like an emote. Or one of those positions you make up in the bedroom with your girl. You know what I mean? One of the ones that are so bombastic and crazy you break your bed. I've broken that bed before. Raw has been naked with a power drill fixing that bed while some lovely lady waits. She wasn't that lovely that night. Woo! Good times. Good times. Anywho, 24/7 survey. Oh, you're in one of the evil Apple places. I don't like that. I don't know what country you're from, but I don't like when Apple treats you like that. Because it's not technically Apple, they hire a third party to treat you like that, and I'm not a fan. I've read things about such things. But I'm glad to satiate your raw withdrawal. It's kind of a tongue twister. That's what the ladies say about me. Nah, just kidding. Feels pretty demeaning knowing you're an adult and someone is watching over you. Yeah, I always hated that. Like, that happens to me sometimes, like if I'm working on site doing a big job and like the man or the lady of the house is watching over my shoulder. You know, it's kind of like if surgery is being done to you, you don't want to see what's going on. Well, it's the same thing with what I do. You know, you don't want to see your furniture all laid out and everything. You're going to gripe and be like, you know, you're being too rough on the wood. No, I'm not. I'm doing what it takes. But yeah, I hate being watched over by people, especially people that don't know my job. Those are the worst. Usually a client of some kind. I don't do that kind of work anymore. Once in a while, 5 but 24/7 though. Yeah, so you're talking about like full-blown, like 1984 cameras. They're timing you like in an Amazon warehouse or something. Yeah, fudge that. Don't quit your job. I don't know your life, but I feel your pain. Yeah. When I worked at a bit of retail, I wasn't confident in my abilities and thought they were watching on the cams. Well, the security guys are. Dude, the security guys are watching everything. They're bored off their gourd. I did security for like 3 days. Like, I had to quit. And it was cool because there was an arcade at the resort and the manager would always give me coins. Basically, my job wasn't just security. It was to like open doors, lock doors, and unlock doors when delivery people show up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Because when you're at a resort, a lot of work is going on in the middle of the night. And I was there to make sure those guys could do what they could do and to make sure like people weren't being attacked in the parking lot or something. I was unarmed though. So like if I saw bad things, I'd be like, hey, stop that. And then I'd call the cops first and then yell, hey, leave that lady alone. Not that I ever saw any of that. I only did it for 3 days. Very boring. I'm technically not working at Apple, you're right, but 3K USD monthly is also low for Norway. Wow, you're working in Norway and they're treating you like that? Norway's like one of the top places. Like, you guys like top the happiness index. I mean, I know that doesn't mean everybody's happy, but it surprises me that Norway workers are being treated as such. And you're only being paid $3,000 a month in Norway? That's not a lot. Norway is a very expensive country to live in. I've checked because I was thinking about moving there. No lie. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm technically not... yeah. I get time breaks by minutes. Yeah, most places have time breaks. Same with calls I'm taking and constantly people reviewing my calls and giving feedback. That's just the corporate world. I thought you might have lived like further east and you were in like one of those crazy warehouses where people are jumping out of windows. So, I guess this is where I'm supposed to go. We'll figure it out. But yeah, time breaks is normal. You know, it's like I always, you know, a big part of my adult life, I worked for like the family business. So I still try to hold on to the time. You know, like when I worked there, I made sure I was, you know, making money for the company. What's the boss, my father, gonna do? Fire me? I'll tell my mom on him. Nah, joking. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be. But it feels right. And I love the dwarven architecture, so even if we don't find anything of substance, we'll be alright. I have found a pretty cool raid that I can go farm myself, but it's on the other side of the world, and it takes flipping forever to travel in this game. I've worked for companies like Apple, McDonald's, retail here. Companies will constantly bend the law. Well, for sure. They'll even break the law if they think that even when they get caught, the cost will be less than to do it right the first time. That's why companies, you know, do things that they know are wrong so often, because the punishment costs them less money than the money it would take to do it right. You know, like you'll hear about Apple, Samsung, any number of companies getting fined, you know, like $50 million, $100 million. That's nothing to them. They saved way more by breaking the law than what they got fined. They're always stealing each other's intellectual properties, and then they sue each other. That takes 10, 15 years, and they settle. And then they keep doing the same thing after that. Yeah, corporations are basically viruses, you know. Because I'm not even saying that the people that necessarily work for corporations are evil, except for the ones that make those, you know, life and death decisions. For profit, but overall, they're just like a big gnarly virus that just wants to grow and consume. And that's our job. Our job is to make sure that doesn't happen so often. I worked a night shift at McDonald's last year where I worked an 11-hour shift without a lunch break. Well, yeah. Managers will try to get you to do things like that. But you kind of have to hold your ground. Like, I get it, you're probably young, but you got to get used to kind of standing up for yourself. Now, I'm not saying sit there and, you know, tell your manager what you are and aren't going to do. But you got to kind of know your rights and know what's okay and not. Because I know in the US, a lot of young workers, you know, like think 25 and younger, they're all becoming like thin-skinned, and they don't want to like put up with the kind of shit I had to put up with when I was young or whatever. Which I get. Nobody wants to put up with that shit. Like basic training. Fucking basic training blows. You know, a lot of people aren't, you know, ready for that. But in that scenario, that's not good. And I know the argument. They're going to be like, well, so-and-so called in. What's his face is having a baby. You're the only one here. You can't take a break right now. We're slammed. You got to take breaks, man. No quarter pounder with cheese is worth you falling down from exhaustion or fucking low blood sugar or whatever. Hell, man, I've seen McDonald's workers sit there and take a break staring at the customers. Customers are getting mad. I'm like, good for you. Take your break, madam. But that's the, you know, that McDonald's, it's their job to have enough people to where 1 or 2 people can be taking a break at any given time. I have no idea where I'm at, boys and girls. No idea. I'm still on 38, though. I know that. We're getting server rubber banding. So yes, if the Norwegian government knew they would close shop, recently happened at a McDonald's in Bergen. That's fun to say. Yeah. Reason why I went with it was because it was COVID, we were understaffed. Yeah, there's always a reason. I mean, I've had jobs to where, you know, it felt like you should be working 20 hours a day, you know, because it just, but you got to remember it never stops. It never stops. And it's like you got to look out for your own physical health and well-being. And if you're working a job that's constantly requiring you not to take your breaks, like you need a break every 4 hours, man, especially if you've got a really physically demanding job like I usually would have had in my youth. But the cool thing about most physically demanding jobs is even like the managers, the foremans, you know, a lot of times I was in charge. They know that, you know, these guys need a break. They need water. They need a snack. They need some, they need a 6-inch sub. They need to look at the picture on that dude's phone of his wife's booba. Yes, he keeps showing it to everybody. This might be where I'm supposed to be, but I don't think I'm going to be able to break through onto the other side on my own. Because that's probably server 36, which would be Gundabad. Alright, so I'm a Noldor warrior, so let's head back. Let's get down and scout. I don't think ducking actually helps, but it makes me feel good. It's immersive. But I quit shortly after. Yeah, McDonald's is not... Unless you plan on, like, going to management. Because back in the day, McDonald's, Walmart, you could start off as just a regular guy, worker, gal, whatever. And you could move up to become, like, fucking CFO of that place one day. Now it's not like that. They're hiring college people that went to school for business or whatever. They're not really hiring from within the company. Because I always argue, like, let's say I was a Walmart, I would always hire within the company, and if I want them to be like a future CFO, I would send them to business school if they wanted or whatever. Because finding somebody who knows the job that well from top or from bottom to top, and give them that education that you want them to have, whether it's business school or whatever, they're fucking invaluable, man. And they'll be super loyal, you know? And then that way you're not being held back by, you know, the constraints of your parents' bank account or whatever, because a lot of people can't afford college, so they do like military or whatever the flip-flop. All right, nope, not that one. Tango. Hail. Hail, Captain. Yes. Woo. We're heading back, but going to the rune. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fine, I get it. They've probably been here for a long time. Who's all here? We got Captain Halberad, we got Frederick Baggins, and Thickest Boy. So MSWarlord probably dropped out. He was streaming earlier. I was chatting him up. Alright, so I wonder which way they're going to go. I'm out of arrows. That's a bummer. Wonder if I could loot something over here on the side. Probably not. This is also a bad idea. Were there 4 of those cats? I thought I was heading to Gundabad, but I guess I think the rune camp is way down south. That'll be like another hour-and-a-half travel. McDonald's was this disgusting system where they measure labor. If the labor is low, few sales with many employees, they send people home to save money to pay. Yeah. A lot of businesses deal with that formula. You know, like you can definitely have too many employees. And you can have too many unaccountable employees. Like that old saying, like good help is hard to find. It's very true, but at least in my country and probably a lot of others, they don't pay a lot, right? So let's say McDonald's starts paying people $15 an hour, which they're starting to do in some states. You're going to get a higher quality, or not a higher quality of worker, but you're going to get a worker that's willing to work. If you're trying to pay somebody $8 an hour in today's economy, you're not going to find somebody who's willing to work. You're going to find a guy who's probably addicted to drugs and can't get a better job, or any number of things, or they don't want to work. Either way. Because I'll tell you this, man, I've never worked fast food, but I worked at a pizza place where I delivered pizza. It's not easy, man. Especially McDonald's. Like, it's constant work. You know, there's no like chit-chatting. It's like being like in fucking boot camp or something some days. You know, like if anybody who's ever done basic, you know how you had a kitchen duty that you had to do like maybe like once or twice full term, unless you've been naughty, then you had to do it more. I think Raw had to do it for being naughty one day. I wasn't naughty, I just forgot my stupid helmet because I was trying to help another guy remember his thing. That was my bad. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So then when it gets busy later, the workers left. Oh yeah, that happens all the time. I've seen that at least half a dozen times in my life where I'd go up to either a fast food joint, or I think even one time it happened at a haircut place, a barber shop. Well, it was like women would go there too, so it wasn't just a barber shop. But there was like a handwritten letter saying, we all quit, this place sucks, and we closed the place down. So yeah, I've seen that quite a few times. And even on Reddit, I've seen that. No one is waiting for old Graybeard. Is Warlord still in the raid? Because sometimes Warlord just GTFOs, you know, without saying later. Cave Troll took down Thickest Boy. That makes us happy. He is our in-game enemy. He killed our horse. He betrayed the Brotherhood. We are glad that we'll call this one Trisha. Trisha the Troll slayed him that go-round. FYI, if you have an NVIDIA GPU, I updated my drivers today. It broke Warband. It made Warband damn near unplayable. I could not get Warband to work smoothly until I reverted the driver. If you currently play Warband on a regular basis, and you have an NVIDIA card, a newer NVIDIA card, do not update to the October 12th driver. I didn't get one upvote for that on the Mountain Blade Reddit. Sticky biscuits. All they want's memes and naked dwarf bodies. Can you maybe explain what you're doing in the game right now? This isn't an MMO, so I can't just like go and do what I want. You know, there's a bunch of servers. Every server is like a town, a village, a castle. So I have to physically go to these travel points to go to the next thing. So I'm in the Dwarven Pass. I'm in... Do you know Lord of the Rings? I don't have a PhD in Lord of the Rings, but, you know, I watch the movies sometimes. But if you know the Dwarven Pass, this is where I'm at. And then you have to use an out-of-game map that has the real Lord of the Rings map. And on top of that is the servers, where they're at, and how you get from one to the other. But on the scene, you have to find the travel points, which look like signposts, on your own. Or be with somebody who already knows. One or the other. Definitely, if you download this mod, which I highly recommend, by the by, join their Discord, Plotor Discord. And Groovy Cats will help you. Or the grooviest cat of all, Raw, will help you. If I'm not engaged IRL. I don't even know if that's Gundabad. Is that Gundabad? I feel like it is. Hail, sir. Hail. Is that the raid? Alright, this is Gandalf Kale. He is the lead dev of Persistent Lord of the Rings. He's quite amazing. In-game, he's Gandalf the Fabulous. I'm going to get attacked by those cats, but I think I can outrun them because I'm a glorious Noldor. I'm a tier 5, which means nothing now. It used to be one of the best. Now it's there's tier 6 and 7. The economy has gone way up. I updated my graphics driver today because I was getting glitches across my monitors. What kind of glitch? And do you have the same aspect ratio of your monitors, or do you have... Because I've got like a 1080, 144, and then I've got 2K, 144. And sometimes... In fact, my flippin' Pixio, the one I bought last year on stream, you guys remember? That one's got broken pixels now, sons of biscuits. I wonder if I did that, though, by putting, like, my webcam there. I'm very soft with my technology, man. There we go. Alright, so now let's emote. Yay! We made it. We made it. Emotes are very important. Always do them. This is MSWarlord. He's looking proper. He's a tier 6 dwarf warrior now. Captain Halbrad, he is a tier 7 Gondor captain, I believe. Super badass. And then Frederick Baggins is our resident healer slash hobbit, which we love him a long time. Sometimes people can heal, sometimes they'll kill you with their healing arts. It's hit or miss, really. Hit or miss. Just like the real world. Oh, let's see here. Oh, what do you got? Bro, if you had your penis in your mom's vag and your dad had his penis in your ass, would you move back or forward? I probably wouldn't move. What do you mean? I'd have them remove themselves, and then I would figure out the origins of the I would care more about the origin of how this happened than the actual being stuck in that thing. But yeah. I played a bit of Star Wars Galaxies on a Fan Resurrection server a while ago. I never played that. I heard it was amazing. All right, we're going to follow these cats. Hey. Dude's just standing in the tutorial zone and saying hello. Well, it's probably a bot or something, right? Yeah, I wish I played Galaxies, but back then I partied a lot in real life, and when I was gaming, it was consoles. So that would have been like PlayStation 2, 3 era. Well, for me, it would have been PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, then... Because I got the 360 first because I wanted to play Mass Effect. And back then, Mass Effect was only on the Xbox. And then, of course, Halo. I was fucking tits deep into Halo back then. Because Galaxies... Because I wasn't really interested in MMOs for a long time. Because I thought they were too slow, and that Tab Target never interested me. But then, when we were waiting for Knights of the Old Republic 3, which is an RPG single player, they ended up coming up with an MMO, Star Wars The Old Republic, which was a WoW clone. So then I played WoW for the first time to practice for Star Wars The Old Republic. Only played them for a couple months each. And that was that. I wonder what Halbrad has there. He has a quest item on his hip. Looks like a lantern, maybe? Because we have to learn how to do quests, because before all I needed was money. So I just grinded up money, you know, chopping trees down and mining, and then that's how I got my Noldor. I just had to pay them money to train me. It was cool. But now if I want to be tier 6 and 7, which I don't believe there's a Rivendell tier 6 or 7, at least not on the spreadsheet. I'm thinking about doing... I need to do something else anyway because I'm an American and the servers are in Germany. So with the high ping, my arrows only hit about 30% of the time, even if I headshot them every goddamn time, which I do because I'm OP. But, yeah, so I probably need to go sword and board, lance. I want to go hammer. I want to be a paladin. I think I want hammer. So the sad thing about that is that means I have to be a dwarf, which I don't mind being a dwarf, but we've already got 2 dwarves. Because I want to spread the racials, you know? I want, like, there to be, like, elves, humans. Now, we're all human. The model, we're all human. But, the classes are different, you know? I don't know if Kale is planning on changing the skeleton models to have all the stiff. Wow, Goblin Chieftain. That's cool. Goblins also poison you, so hopefully our doctor, Mr. Baggins over there, hopefully he's got the cure for such things. What'd you think about the fan galaxies? Was it as good as you remember it? Probably not, though, right? It was bands of color that lasted for a split second and were infrequent. I have monitors of different resolutions. Yeah, that's definitely a graphic issue. Like either a driver... Hopefully it's not a hardware issue. That'd be the worst case scenario. This reminds me of World of Warcraft, that like level 60 dungeon, you know, to where nobody took the way you're supposed to go. It was all like jumping on lava and scaling fucking this shit. What's the word I was looking? Spelunking. Spelunking. Or as I lovingly call it, Skyrimming. Skyrimming up a mountain. Man, I think this boy's just getting hell dunked. I wonder if he can even escape. I had a good time on Harad Camp last night doing mounted cav. Yeah, I think I want to be mounted heavy cav like Captain Halbarad here. I believe he's a Gondorian cap. Ooh, he's got a cool mace too. That's probably... No, that's a hammer. He's probably got a blacksmith hammer because he wants to craft ingots, like magic ingots. That you can use to upgrade specific weapons and stuff. Yeah. Nice. Cool thing about traveling with Gandalf, because horses run away like they do in battle in single player, right? So you just have to get used to buying horses and running on foot a lot. It's the way of the world. I love your response, LMAO. You actually solved it. I always do. I'm a smart guy, man. Most people say fort. Or both if you're fruity. Yeah. It's all bad, man. It's all bad. The real question is, how did you find yourself in that situation? Unless there was like some kind of Q omnipotent being that magically spawns you in that scenario, you probably could have fixed this situation way before you got to that point. That's my theory on such a thing. Hey, thank you for that, dude. I've been doing a lot of talking early, and I am quite dehydrated. We barbecued some chicken breast today, and then I had broccoli and cauliflower and mashed potatoes made fresh. It's good. It's good. I've been on a diet for the last, like, 2 weeks or a week and a half. Do I look good? Do I look sexy? I did squats today. I'm going to start doing push-ups tomorrow, so I'm going to start doing push-ups, squats, pull-ups. Got to figure out how to do pull-ups. I don't have a bar. I have to figure that out. Because I am about as out of shape as anybody can be unless you just came out of a coma. Man, I still look good, though, don't I? That's genetics. Genetics, I tell you. Oh, man. I love being with guys that know where they're going. It's glorious. Yeah, I wish, like, MSWarlord would look like these guys. Like, these guys have dwarven models, you know? Or dwarven skeletal models. And gosh, dog, do they look good. I love that shield. That's, Dwaylen here. That's, Warlord's, class now. Alright, what does he want me to do? Decide... Now, it's hard to read that stuff, but a pro tip is hotkey your log, your battle log, and then you can read it here. So what did he say? He says, what do you want? Actually, I have some unusual task, which I would like someone to do for me. Have you ever tried our dwarven weed? Okay. The weed in Middle-earth is kind of psychoactive, so it's kind of like our marijuana, sort of. I think it's like a cross between our marijuana with tobacco. So if you're one of those guys that like to mix tobacco with your marijuana, it'd probably be like that, like a spliff or a blunt. If you're into such things, it's still kind of illegal in my state. I think it's medically legal, which I could probably get, but... Alright, Frederick Baggins needs to come back. Kale. Is there tier 6 and 7 or Rivendell units? Rivendell units. The sheet maxed at mine 5. Alright, where are we following? Let's go follow these cats. These are our closest buddies in game. We got MSWarlord and then some other guys that aren't here. And then Captain Halberad. Captain Halberad started off as a player, but now he's a dev. He's like the community manager or something like that. Man, Thickest Boy's getting hell dunked by that Goblin Chieftain. He's probably trying to get treasure, and that's why we're not helping him. Because he, you know, Thickest Boy, even in like a fellowship, he was the first to the loot and took all the money and everything. That's another reason why he is our nemesis in game. And then he had the balls to murder my horse. That's a naughty naughty. Alright, what else do we have here? Galaxies was interesting, but too much social stuff. Yeah, I know why I played MMO games, but like Guild Wars and RuneScape. I played Guild Wars one day on stream. It was fun. I only had 2 people watching me. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that, Obama. But I was streaming at like 3 o'clock in the morning my time, so I get it. Alright, I got the bug, so I'm going to wait for MSWarlord to go, and then I'm going to try to redo this. Bro just did the omnipotent being explanation to being placed into an odd situation. It can happen. Omnipotent beings, if you're a fan of like sci-fi, they're everywhere. And they're perverts. Sex perverts, every one of them. I mean, hell, look at Zeus, Odin. Shit, man, always turning into humans. Hell, even the god of Abraham got a 14-year-old virgin pregnant from what I've heard. You dirty beast, you. Wonder what almighty being would do such a thing. Q, Odin, Zeus, any number, all of them would do that. If you believe in like the the Greek mythology, Norse mythology, they're all a bunch of dirty buggers. Legal here, stub your toe. There's a quick fix for that. Lawsuit, the American way. Yep, pretty much. Medical marijuana should be legal everywhere. For instance, I'm allergic to ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory drugs. Ah, crap. Did anybody see what server that was? Possibly could be 13. I don't know why I can't look at my log here. Can I look at my log here? Yeah, I think it was 13 too. Thanks, brother. You are the man. I don't even think you play this, but you knew what was up. Which made it so hard for me to get rid of the tendonitis. Yeah. Well, why weed has been illegal is so corporations can keep making profit off their filthy pills. Same why they're trying to demonize my vapes that are like 99% better than smoking. It's to protect corporate profits. It's evil, and we should fight them like they're evil, because they are. Medical marijuana has been outlawed for 80, 90 years because of corporate greed. Shit, did you know heroin and cocaine's, other than its addiction, aren't even really that bad for you as long as you keep getting it? It's all the crap that the drug dealers put in it that really poisons you, and if you overdose, you die. But our governments like to tell us what to do. And I don't like governments telling us what to do all the time. You know, other than the don't murder, rape, steal, the big ones, I'm pretty okay with people doing what the hell they want to do. As long as they're not affecting other people. That's when we got to get into the civil lawsuits and what have you. Old Toby. That is a song, I believe. Old Toby, heaven awaits us, says Kale. Kale, who basically think of this like a video game, but within the video game, we're having a pen and paper adventure, like back in the old days, D&D. So think of Kale kind of like a dungeon master, and he's leading us. And then his character, Gandalf, is giving us riddles. Now, if you've got a PhD in Lord of the Rings, you could probably figure this kind of stuff out, which is nifty. But I only play this very casually because I would have an aneurysm if I played this all the time. I do love it, though. It's a ton of fun, especially with buddies. And that's how I recommend you play it as well, with buddies. I was asleep when you played Guild Wars 2. Yeah, as you should have been. You should have been asleep. You're a liberal, that's for sure. No, I am not a liberal. I am a hybrid. I am like most humans. I'm a little bit of everything. I take the good, or what I believe is good, from all the ideals. Whether you read philosophers or politicians, or you're reading the journals of Caesar, there's always wisdom to be gained by this stuff, you know, especially successful people. Now, whether they gain success by what we would consider evil means or good means, you can still take what, like drive. I'm always envious of people with drive because I've never really had it. You know, people with a motor that don't quit. Those are the people that become successful in whatever they choose to do because they don't quit. And they're pretty rare, those people, in my experience. But when it comes to, you know, ideology, philosophy, religiosity, all of it, you know, there's good stuff to take from all of it. The bad stuff, leave that shit behind. You don't need that. The problem is, of course, humans disagree on what's the good parts and bad parts. The age-old problem. Whee! Like, I just watched a new movie called Voyagers, which basically is like a microcosm of human society, hierarchy, leadership, you know, all the things. Anarchy versus, you know, rigid rule setting. Basically, it's Lord of the Flies in space. And it was a really dumb mission. Like, the mission, you're like, what are you guys, idiots? Putting a bunch of teenagers in a spaceship? You're idiots, every one of you. And Booba, we got Sidicus 5x5, moderator, collaborator, and currently a 3-eyed owl. Congratulations. Congratulations. Sidicus is a big fan of the Booba. He is a fan of all the Booba streamers. He links me. Actually, I used to think he was linking me the bad Booba streamers. So then old Raw here went on a CSI investigation and found out that no, he was linking me the best of the best. Trust me. Trust me on this one. Do not be looking like the mid-tier Booba streamers. Shit'll depress you. Depressed me. It's kind of like, have you ever been to a strip club on a Tuesday during a buffet? You'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know what I'm talking about. Nothing against those lovely ladies. Every one of them. I appreciate their work ethic. Not all of them, though. Some of them are real lazy with their work ethic. Let's continue our current adventure, says Gandalf the Fabulous. More light shed upon the riddles of the dark. Ooh, we should probably screenshot all that. Alright, let's do a little bit of this. We'll do that. And then about right here. Boom. That looks like it's about right. Boom and boom. Need to redo my Steam because I made my NVIDIA screenshot my same key as for my Steam. I used to always use Steam, but now I kind of like NVIDIA's. But NVIDIA's quit working though. All of a sudden, I had to turn on the privacy, or I had to turn off the privacy settings and then turn them back on. So if you have NVIDIA and you use that for your screenshots and all that, if you're having a problem, turn off the privacy settings, turn them back on. You know what sucks is AMD software sucked forever, and then they finally made it really, really good about 2 weeks before I switched over to NVIDIA. Sons of biscuits. I mean, yeah, whatever. I like the Booba. Buffet at a strip club. Yeah, you get pretty good ones, or at least back in the old days. But I wouldn't recommend it. It's very expensive. Where did I go? I think I went to 12, right? I believe I went to 12 there. If you're following people and get lost, you can always look at how many players are on that server. So if you see like 3 people, you know that that's where you're supposed to be going. Whoop. This is Dale. which is a really nifty town with a bank in it. So you want to put all your money there because every time you die, you lose a percentage of your wallet. And it's a lot. So put it there. There's 2 banks that I know of. There's one in Bree, which is way over there by Hobbiton, which is on the other side of the world from where we're at. And then, yeah. Sounds like a plan. Want to stick to the High Elves? I want to go Paladin with hammer and heavy horse. The ping is not good for range. Alright, so I need a grind for the Blue Order, which I believe is an original faction that Kale has come up with. Master All, Master of Ezgoth, Dale, and Lake Town. Not a bad looker as well. Winky face. Love ya. Love ya, bro. Good times. But this is where this mod really shines, is these fellowships where you got Gandalf, you know, being the dungeon master. It's super cool. What kind of hammers he got there? It's probably like one of them fancy magic blacksmith hammers that make cool stuff. Troll gold. All right, that's for the guys who killed the troll. I'm glad that they started to split the money, because it was kind of BS that there were dudes with like ninja loot while everybody else was fighting. It was naughty, naughty. Buffet at a strip. Yep. Dude, I've had filet mignon at a strip club that was really good. It was a girlfriend that I had in high school. We were only boyfriend, girlfriend for a couple weeks, but she ended up working at a strip club. And then we had a steak. It's kind of sad, though, because she was one of those super cute, like, girl next door girls. And then when you know, that's when we were like, what, 16, 17. And then when I saw her working at a strip club, she'd have been, I don't know, 25 to 27, somewhere around there. I don't remember how old I was exactly. And she had some big old fake booba, and she looked good still, but she looked like she's been partying for the last whatever, how many years. But she still looked good. And then the big fake booba is like this. I don't like that fake booba. Because she was very, you know, I guess A-cupped. But, you know, it's all about the shape, man. But I guess if your job is booba dancing, you gotta do what you gotta do. But this is Dale. Super cool. That's the bank. How you use the bank is you hold down the action key to deposit. You tap the action key to extract. Did I miss any chat? Quick trip to bank. Dwarves love it when trolls shit gold. Hells to the, yeah. Save your gold if you need to. Good. A moment now. That is correct. Oop. I love MSWarlord's kit, man. He's looking like a glorious dwarf warrior. He lives in Erebor, and he's a patron, so he helps keep these servers running with his money, USD. And so he has his own house in Erebor, which you can see Erebor from here a little bit, off in the mountains. But anyway, he lives there. Super cool. He has like an alchemy set. He's got a bed. He's got some women. You know, they're cartoon dwarves, but hey, any port in a storm. Any port in a storm, I tell you. You dirty boy. I have you know I am currently an elven Noldor. I'm human, but I'm Noldor. And we're very clean. Sure, we're using water from a pathogen-ridden lake or whatever, but we are quite clean. I'll have you know. How you doing, Sid? You gaming tonight? What are you up to? Buffet is code word for cunnilingus, ain't it? It could be. Depends on your girl and her safe words and what have you. And it can be a euphemism if you believe, right? Luckily, I don't have any of the kink fetishes that require safe words. My safe word is, I think I pulled a hammy. Give me a second. And then I go hydrate. Alright. Wait a minute. Where did we just go there? I feel like we might have went to 11 there. Did we just go to 11? Man, I really gotta start paying attention to that. Alright, join game. I feel like it's gonna be 11. I am correct. Glory be. Forgot to say that I have been playing a bit of State of Decay 2. Ooh, I love State of Decay 2, and it is fun. Gonna play it with my brother when he feels better. I will totally play with you if you see me online gaming, man. Let me know. I love State of Decay 2. I love doing Daybreak. Makes me happy. I'm getting pretty good at it. Well, good's a strong word. If you're taking Jiu-Jitsu and you're almost a black belt, what color belt are you? Is that purple or blue? I don't remember. Last time I took martial arts, I was like 10 years old and it was karate. One of those fake martial arts. Where they teach you to dance. Probably going without your horse to 27 could make it faster, says Kale, since you would spawn next to a Thrundul Halls. Baggins says, aye. Okay. Frederick Baggins. We'll be waiting for you on our weed ship. Alright, so I guess weed. We need weed for Stiff. For quests to get reputation. Because you need a lot of money and a lot of reputation nowadays. Kale has quest items, so it looks like Kale is also acting as a magical mule, because we don't have an inventory, which I think we need to figure that out. Especially for like archers, guys with like 2 weapons and arrows. We're all in Warlord. Get on your weed ship, meanwhile. Ooh, do you know where that is, Warlord? Where is Warlord? Oh, there he is, over there. Take the pipe. Thank you. Thank you. Is the ship here? Here's the pipe. Okay. Oh. Okay, Old Toby is a pipe of some kind. Oh, I'm getting there. There we go. Boom. Nice. All right, this is our first time puffing on the old wacky tobacco. I love this pipe so much. Okay, so now MSWarlord and I know how to sail, right? Because it's not like Viking Conquest. Well, it is, but it isn't. One person can control the forward motion. The other person has to control left and right. So think of it like one person has to be on the tiller. The other guy has to be either manning the oars or the sails. Kind of makes sense, but you can do it by yourself probably. You just gotta, wrap your mind around it. I wonder if I can make my horse jump on this thing. There we go. Perfect. Hopefully it doesn't run to its death. Warlord! No! I love Warlord so much. If you don't know MSWarlord, he's on Twitch. He's a streamer. He's got MS. Very sad, but he's got a good attitude and everything. What kind of hell? That's a cool mount right there. Can I mount you? Yeah, nice. I always mount the ones that are run around because they'll run off the thing. All right, here's some weed. Fine. Check the storage. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. So we've got weed. Nice. What is that? Old Toby. I don't need my bow. Alright, fine. Can I G you from here? No, probably not. Hold on. Let me G this thing. I didn't know ships had an inventory. That's very good. So now I've got Old Toby. We're going to grab weed. I'll be back in a minute. Do I need my sword? That's so cool. It actually plays a little bit of audio there. It's kind of hard to hear because I have it turned down. All right, so we're going to be doing that. All right. So, 2 wheat. 2 wheats. All right, you can steer. I will man the sails. Woo! All right, let's ride. Uh-oh. All right, let's see. Does he agree or disagree? Might be waiting for Gandalf, hard to say. We got Mr. Frank Torres, Brother Torres. Hail, welcome back, Mr. Frank Torres. How you doing, Frank? Are you gaming today? Probably not, right? I don't think you game too often anymore. Had a few bugs here and there. Started a new save after I was getting too much loot. Set map difficulty to lethal and it's better. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Dread Zone's too easy. Wait, what'd you say there, bud? We are waiting for the rest of the party. Oh, copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Call you Gray Leader. Gray Leader. Perfect. UFC fighting is not a martial art role. It is a bastardized but effective form of fighting. I didn't say UFC, I said jiu-jitsu. So you're the one that turned jiu-jitsu into UFC. Get your head right. This is the real game. This ain't fucking freshman league. Sidicus. It's varsity. Super effective because it steals the best parts from all martial arts. Yeah, for sure. Rip Warlord. Yeah. He made it. The wizard saved him. How you doing on coin? I think I am around 300k. In the bank. In the bank. You? Get away from me. You? We start shaking down the Gondos on the morrow. Warlord wants to create a mob. Perfect. Mavia? I'm in. You be the Don. I don't know how to spell that word. The consigliere? That Italian word? Nice. We're going to start ourselves a crime spree. We're going to steal from the rich and give to the not rich. Jiu-jitsu teaches you to jump over cars, Rawl. That is incorrect, so it gets 5x5. The jumping over car thing is Russian parkour. Russian parkour is the martial art you'd want to get into. I've seen the videos. They're quite good at it. Until they're not. And then you don't want to watch those videos. Those are not on YouTube. They're on some other website that you don't want to go to. That is my Discord and Twitter. I recommend you join and follow both of those respectively. I like talking on Twitter now. No, Jiu-Jitsu does as well. No, not really. Jiu-Jitsu is kind of like, it's like grappling, like super grappling. Like back when UFC first came out, we called it pull your finger. Because like the jiu-jitsu guys would beat up like boxers and karate guys, and they'd always do it by pulling the guy's finger. So we were like, hey, it's the pull your finger guy. You're not allowed to pull fingers anymore, but back in the day they were allowed to pull. You could do anything, I think, except like eye gouge. You could even like hit dudes in the nuts. But guys would both say, hey, don't hit me in the nuts and I won't hit you in the nuts, like a gentleman's agreement. But now they've changed all type of rules. That's probably a good thing. I don't know. I don't really watch UFC anymore. Does anybody watch UFC? You know, like I enjoyed some of the Connor stuff, but now he kind of sucks. And, I don't really have anybody to root for anymore. I wanted to get into what's-his-face, the hell's that dude's name? Nagamanurinov or whatever. But his fighting style is just kind of like, ugh. Like, I get that it's cool and good and all, but man, watching it kind of just, ugh. I like striking, a lot of striking. Like Muay Thai. I probably would rather watch like a Muay Thai match, kickboxing, than flipping a jiu-jitsu match. But that's because I'm not into jiu-jitsu. If you were into jiu-jitsu, you would probably like watching it, just like a chess player likes to watch chess, but anybody else wants to fucking jump off the side of this boat like MSWarlord, drown themselves. I like chess, though. Are you talking to me? It's hard to say. Road tolls through Mirkwood. It's a good idea. Quick hit and run village raids. Nook, nook. You're a real dwarf now. You're a real dwarf. Oh man, I got a fucking tolls and raiding. I don't know. Were dwarves known for raiding? God damn it, Raw. There you go. I am shrunk 4 feet on January 1st. I am a shrunk 4 feet on January 1st. I think Warlord's been hitting the old pipe weed. Alright, don't. What's the sign? Don't get high on your own supply. That's false. Get high on your own supply. Do what you will. Do what you will. With pings might have a chance to hit. Yeah, that's for sure. We watched the very first UFC. We sure did. We rented it from Blockbuster Video, I believe. We watched it on VHS. Well, maybe it was DVD, but I feel like it's VHS. It was looked down upon back then. People thought it was like fucking evil cage fighting. And I remember when we watched it, we were like, how is this legal? Like, how are they allowed to do this? Because back then you could like soccer kick a guy when he was down. So like, let's say you gut punched a guy, he goes down on all fours. You could just soccer kick him right in the face. It was insane. But they were doing it, you know, because back in that time, people would still argue like, what's better, karate or taekwondo? Or, you know, we all grew up on those movies in the 80s with like, the Brussels from Muscles, you know, like the Kumite and all that bullshit. You know how that Kumite, was it called Bloodsport? That movie was supposedly based on a real story, but it was also based on the fact that the guy who told that story was just lying his ass off. I think there was sort of a Kumite, but not nearly like what they represented or said it was like in that movie. You can heal yourself with weed and pipe. Glorious. I think I did that. I didn't heal. Boop. Boop. Yes, you can. Let me heal up. Oh, there is an audio there. That's so cool. Alright, now let's let him borrow it so he can heal up. We've got our Dr. Baggins. Dr. Frederick Baggins, are you in the house? Why, yes, he's in the house. I believe that about Bloodsport. Yeah. Well, there is a Kumite or whatever, but it's just like a whatever martial arts invite. But the cool thing about mixed martial arts is it's kind of shown us what's real and what's fake. Like, have you ever watched one of those horrific videos of some like 80-year-old kung fu master that thinks he can beat up a 30-year-old like mixed martial artist? There was a Chinese mixed martial artist. He was like 30 something, and he started getting death threats because the kung fu master took him up on, you know, he's one of those guys that can throw you around with his mind, one of those weirdos. Dude's been watching too many Star Wars movies. But anyway, of course the mixed martial artist kicked the shit out of this guy in like 2 seconds. But then a lot of Chinese people were giving this guy death threats because he was making kung fu look bad. And I'm like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Quit being silly. Quit pretending like this guy can beat you up with his mind, and maybe we wouldn't have to have these fights. Because he's one of those guys where I think he believes he can do this shit with his mind because his students, you know, allow him to throw them around with his mind. Because maybe it's almost like a cult, right? You know, where people think that they see magic when they don't see magic, things like that. Did we drop the pipe somewhere? Warlord is dipping into the stash. Oh yeah, he is. He always is. Ooh, mithril nugget. Man, we got good stuff in here. I do like that the pipe can heal you. That's pretty cool. It's really hard to see that pipe when it's on the ground. There it is. Old Toby. Whoop. Was that the name of Gandalf's pipe, Old Toby?
Old Toby, the might weed in the
That's cool. Your equipment is full of weed, Warlord. His bloodstream, too. Good old hashtag 840. Good times. Yeah, Bloodsport was a good movie for its time. I don't know how well it holds up. I probably haven't seen it in fucking 15 plus years. There's not too many of those type of movies. I mean, I love 80s movies, though, like RoboCop, Predator, Aliens, all those hold up very well. Karate Kid. It's like, yeah, they got their silliness to them, but in the best of ways. Like, that's why Cobra Kai is so good, right? Because it's bringing some of that 80s gloriousness to, like the CW political leaning people. Well, all our horses are quite dead. That's quite sad. May they rest in peace. I wonder who's back there. Hard to say. Did any of you guys watch Dune? Well, you won't talk about it for spoilers, but there's not really any spoilers to Dune if you know anything about Dune. I really enjoyed Dune, but it felt too long for what it was. There's too many like cinematics that went on for a very long time. And if you don't know about Dune, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what is happening? I was having to pause the movie every 10 minutes to explain to people, like, hey, just this, it's like this because of this. Yeah, because most people, they want to know why people are fighting with, like, melee weapons and, like, some super future sci-fi. We've got sigils of the rune, people. These are evil humans, evil biscuits. We teabag such things. Bad guys. Traitors. Thank you for helping. Why, yes. Ooh, we got some dead men. Those are Marines, it looks like. Alright, they're giving money either because somebody was dying or they're splitting loot from like a joined raid of some kind. Oh, he wants to give me money. Thank you, I guess. Thank you, Baggins. You're the man. Whee! He gave me 20,000 gold coin. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Doctor. A doctor. Alright, pick that up, please. Thank you. And let's sheathe that. Will be. It was fine. Won't say any more. Yeah, it was fine. It had less story than the 1984 Dune. You know, the 1984 Dune, I think, took up a lot more. Because I tried to read Dune when I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12, and I couldn't get through it. It's a big-ass book. But it's considered one of the best sci-fi books of all time. And it's because of the world building. You know, the guy who wrote Dune spent 3 years on just the ecology of Dune. You know, that planet Arrakis. Everything makes sense. You know, scientifically, at least up to the science of, you know, 1960, whatever the flop. The book came out in 65. You know, he probably had been writing it for 10 years or whatever. But it's very long. And the book series takes place over millennia. Yeah, so it's like many generations. The first book is considered, you know, the best. And that's the one with our, you know, the Baron, the Duke, Arrakis, sandworms. A lot of symbolism, a lot of mirroring of our own societies, past and present. All right, we're going to server 35. We're going to Rune Camp. All right, this is a gnarly raid if I remember correctly. This has got all the evil humans with their flipping throwing weapons, I believe. Didn't Dune have sound weapons? Yeah, the 1984 one did. I want blue eyes. Give me spice. Yeah. We didn't have any sound web. Well, I don't want to spoil too much. I did like the Onthopcopters, whatever the hell they call those helicopters that were designed after, you know, dragonflies. Because if you don't know, insects fly better than anything, even anything that we use. We just don't have the materials to be able to copy them. Or the energy source, to be honest with you. But in the future, it's kind of a good idea. What I don't understand is why they had that when they have ships that can just, like, levitate. Whatever. It's because they want to look cool. There was also parts of the story that were just pure, like, Hollywood garbage. You know, like, they did it because, you know, the writer needed them to do it this way. Are you playing music? Nice. Kayla's a big fan of heavy metal, so sometimes Gandalf will start playing alien music to our ears. You know, Middle Earth ears. But he likes to jam out. I do like this immersive stuff right here. I wonder if these were like Gondorian Marines and they were butchered by these Rune Sons of Biscuits. It's hard to say. Mind weapons, I think, well, it was, you had to use your mind to utilize the sonic weapon, I believe is how it worked. There's the Force. Like, if you don't know, George Lucas did Star Wars. He borrowed a lot from sci-fi of yesteryear and history. Like, everything in Star Wars was in other science fiction or fantasy or in a history book. Almost all of it. Even the crawl. You know the crawl that Star Wars made famous? That shit was like back in the 30s and 40s. Like, every adventure movie would do the crawl, you know? So, yeah. But anyway, in Dune, there is like a force type power. Basically, it's telekinesis. And there's like eugenics, you know, like they're trying to make people more powerful in those abilities. They're trying to create the chosen one with most fantasy and sci-fi story, most stories. Yeah, you're always looking for the chosen one. Oh man, that's a lot of bad guys. Luckily, we've got a dev with us. Because that'd be a real issue if he was not with us. That's one Mississippi. I'm getting rubber banding, and now I can't swing my sword because of the ping. So I'm going to fall back and not die. There we go. What is my ping? See, my ping is 147. Captain Halberod's got 150. So that's why my... Ooh, that's MSWarlord. Almost dunked him. I didn't recognize that armor. If you think you're about to hit your buddy, you can always hit block, and then that'll instantly put it down, which is cool, you know. There's bow and arrows back there, so I don't want to fight a melee guy while I'm getting arrows in my ass. See how my sword went right through him there? That's ping. So I'm going to retreat a little bit here. I think I'm faster than these guys. Another pro tip is use your tilde key to look behind you. There we go. Let's get that tier 6 dwarf in there. I gotta be careful because MSWarlord will hit me. As with most people. If friendly fire is turned on. Now, if friendly fire is not turned on, our doctor cannot heal us. Because basically what they use to heal you is like the same kind of shit they use to hurt. Parrying's also not guaranteed for me. That armor needs its LOD tested, or not tested, but fixed. Its LOD is off, which is its texture load on demand. We gotta get these archers to quit shooting at us. MSWarlord's got all the armor. Nice. I love that hammer, dude. Man, do I love that dude. Kicking ass, taking names. Well done. Working together is the way you want to go, because it's a lot easier to hit a guy who's not aggroed onto you. Oh, see, yeah, Warlord just did 50% damage on me there. Gotta watch that. Warlord's he's the biggest raid boss here. We love him. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna let Warlord tank these brohams. Alright, you biscuits. This is why I like the chop when I'm fighting with brothers or sisters, because I can point it better than this. This is hitting everybody, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I almost hit Halberad there. How many archers do we have? One Mississippi. I need my pipe weed. Can I use that here? I think it only heals like 5%. Yeah, so I gotta sit here and puff on this thing for a while. That hammer is dope. Yeah, that's what I want to do too. I don't want to be a dwarf per se, but I want to be a paladin with a blunt. You've never played Warband, Frank, but blunt's really good. It gets through armor a lot better than a cutting weapon. Historically, the way Warbands balance is cutting weapons, they're faster, but they can't get through armor. But if you're fighting like lightly armored guys, it's pretty good. And then Gandalf there, he's just, you know, powerful. He's a dev. Yeah, I don't even think he can die. Hey, the streamer is having a smoke because MSWarlord did 50% damage with one hit. Tier 6 OP. I didn't get hit once by the bad guys. FYI. There we go. Whee! Alright, let's get back into the stinky biscuits of it. That one's down. Let me fall back. I love the audio. One shot him. He's low tier. The troll will beat us up pretty bad. And now they've got poison mechanics, which kind of a bummer. Yeah, I think he's got a lot of HP. Get him, Warlord. Kick his ass. Nice. Alright, they're taking on that troll, but I want to watch their back for these guys. Getting a lot of rubber banding right now. We're going to let Halberad take care of him with his lance, and then we want to take care of these additions. Oh, that's a problem. Horse is stun block. So my buddy stun blocked me. And that's why we got hit. That's okay, though. Get over here, you. Alright, I think they're okay. You don't want to go too deep. You're going to just get a lot of arrows in the ass. Your wobbly bits. That guy's on me. Oh, he's fast as shit. That's a general. I gotta defend against him. I won't be able to hit him before he can hit me. He's way higher tier than I am. Got him. Nice. Alright, so we got that guy down. Oh, that is janky. Yeah, we'll let Warlord handle that son of a biscuit. You need 999 ping, Raw. That's because you're a Sith Lord, and you turn that upside down, it's 666. We all know you're the devil. I'm gonna work for him, one of his minions. Alright, so Halberad's aggressed all these guys. So we want to fall back and pick them off one at a time. Or just get stun blocked by him, one or the other. Whee! Ouch, you son of a biscuit. Alright, let's puff on some weed. Nope, nope, not low. Oh, nice shot, nice shot. Can I move while I do this? Captain Halberad says, "No, you're doing great, Halberad, if you're listening to me in my beautiful stream." But that's what's cool about this. It's like being on a basketball team. You have to like learn how to fight with other people, and you got to know when to move, and it's fun. I just wish I had a better ping. Oh, that's a gold chest. Yeah, somebody took the gold. That's good. They split it nowadays. What are we looking at here? Access. Alright, my helmet is 54, which is pretty good. We've got a Dun Bastard sword. They're got shield. Ooh, Dwarven hammer's nice. I think I've smoked all my weed. How fast is that? 86, huh? That's not very fast. Mine's way faster. Alright, let's do... What happened to the faster one that looked just like that? That's my question. Ah, that's really good right there. Cannot be used on a horse, though. Eh, who cares? Blessed shield. Ritual knife. King helmet, that's 5-3. That's not as good as what I have. Kind of want this stuff, but I also want... I need the... See, that's the problem with not having an inventory, is now I have to, like, give up quest items to, you know, like, gear up and stuff, which is a bummer. Alright, well, let's get rid of that. Let's go with... That is 90, 127, 40C. Mine is 40... Mine's better in every way, other than this hammer's kind of cool. And it's longer. We're going to use it, though, because I like it. And then let me get my weed back. Where's my weed? Thank you. Alright, 2,621. That's really good. How much does that weigh? 23 pounds. Alright, that is better than that. Let's grab that. Berserker. Gondor. 45. Requires strength of 17. Does that require that? No. I think my strength is 15 if memory serves. So I don't want to wear that. Dwarven weed pouch. Do I want that? I don't know. Gold nugget. Glorious. Nice. What do we look like? Weird, but cool. And then I got this slow-ass web. Wada. Alright, so we're going to paladin it up as best we can. Oh, I'm walking. Nope. I need my other armor. This one, it's making me walk. It doesn't say I need a strength of 16 or whatever, but I guess I do, or else I'm walking. So let's get rid of that. Let's put... Ooh, what is that? 54C. That's pretty cool. Ashroom. Where's my thing? There, put that back on, please. Let's go with the blunt. We like the paladin lifestyle. Captain is going AFK for a few minutes. Whee! Did you ever read Lord of the Rings, Frank? So I think I attempted it, but never got through it. I love The Hobbit, of course. We've had that discussion before. Well done, sir. We are Hammer Brothers now. Ooh, he's got a new hammer. Nice. Alright, let him deal with that. Boom goes the dynamite. I think that's a bastard hammer, too. He can wield it one-handed or two-handed. Or maybe it's only two-handed. I don't remember. Running into you all. That's okay. Good job killing the general, bro. Nice. Let's do it again. Does killing the general give me a quest? Hard to say. Warlord's looking badass now. He's got some fancy helmet. Fucking, I think that's the hammer I really like. What I like is this hammer. Before it was faster but shorter and stuff, but I liked it better. But it fits my armor perfectly. You know, the bluish obsidian tint with my stuff. Because honestly, I would stay in Noldor. It's just, you know, I could probably just stay in Noldor because I've looked at the stats on like the tier 6 and 7. They're not that much higher than mine. It's their equipment that's super cool. Lord of the Rings is fine fantasy material for ages grade. Nah. Lord of the Rings is for adults. The Hobbit was for kids. There is no adult stuff in it, so it's perfect for young school kids. The Hobbit for sure, but the Lord of the Rings was specifically read for adults. I think that's why I didn't like it when I tried to read it when I was, 10 or 11. Actually, no, I think I tried to read it when I was 8 because I loved The Hobbit so much. And then I couldn't get through the first one. I didn't like that I didn't like the fact that the Hobbit wasn't Bilbo. I remember that. I was like, I like Bilbo and Sting. No gory scenes. I don't know, man. There's pretty gory scenes in Lord of the Rings. But if you're talking about like hardcore, you know, postmodern fantasy where you got like orgies and incest and, you know, beheadings and entrails all over the place, then yeah, it's not that. But when it comes to vocabulary and understanding of the material, it was meant for adults. Yeah, you can have a book that's meant for adults that doesn't have booba and gore, but it's the vocabulary and the subject matter, meaning that it's, you know, it takes like an older mind to quite understand it. Because you can, you know, I remember reading a Stephen King book when I was like 12, you know. Shit, man, I watched They Live in a theater by myself. I was the only one in the theater. My sister and her boyfriend, or no, my brother-in-law watched some other movie. I watched They Live in the theater by myself, watched RoboCop in the theater. The first time my sister took us to go watch RoboCop, they wouldn't let us in because she wasn't our parent. So the next time we just lied and said she was our guardian or something like that. But dude, man, I watched flipping the 1984 Dune when I was like fucking barely school age. The bloated Baron with the boils gave me nightmares. I remember that. I watched Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, when I was like fucking, you know, 5, 6, 7 or something like that. I've got a great story about that one. The only people in the house when we watched it was my oldest brother and me. So we watched the movie, scares the hell out of me. And then him and I were roommates at the time. So he wants to stay up and watch other stuff, and I go to bed. And so I can't sleep, you know, because Nightmare on Elm Street effed me up. So the only thing that's comforting me is I can hear the TV in the living room from my bedroom. But then it turns off and everything turns dark. And to me, it feels like an hour has passed, but it's probably only like a minute. So I slowly get out of bed, open my bedroom door. And the next thing that happens is a fucking hand grabs my face pretty hard. And I start screaming like, and then all I hear is my older brother like, calm down, shut up, it's me. It's like, what are you walking around in the dark for, you weirdo? What an asshole. Anyhoozle. Gandalf has given us the cinematic Gandalf. Hey, I wonder if that does anything. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Doesn't describe, it just explains the battle. Perfect for reading in grade 6 to get you into the fantasy genre. Yeah. I know you had The Stand because it seemed like the biggest book ever. Yep, I tried to read The Stand. I got like either halfway or 3/4 through The Stand when I was in, what was that, 6th grade or whatever, the flip-flop. It was like this thick, and it had like what looked like a troll on the cover. You know, it looked like a fantasy book. I didn't know what it was. Well, none of us did. Can't Google shit back then. So you start reading it, and then you realize it takes place in modern times, and it's like a post-apocalyptic thing. So I'm guessing what was supposed to be on the cover was somebody in like a plague mask from, you know, back in the old days. Didn't make any damn sense. Or they purposely tried to trick people that liked fantasy to read The Stand, because covers of books could trick you back in the day, you know, because you can't Google it. But yeah, I tried. Yeah, the Stand's okay. I don't think the Stand is worth, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze with Stand. You know, so it's definitely, I don't think it's worth like the 1,400 pages or whatever the hell that stupid book was. But Stephen King used to be a cocaine addict, and he would get hopped up on cocaine and just write like a madman. Like he doesn't even remember writing Carrie. You know, Carrie, like one of his legendary books in a good movie. He doesn't even remember writing that. And he was all hopped up on booze and cocaine, which sounds like a lot of fun. I've never done cocaine, but it sounds like fun. Don't do drugs, kids. Unless you want to, and you're of age, sort of. Wait until you're like 23. That's when your brain gets fully formed. Depending on who you are. Girls, their brain forms a little... See, I didn't want to swing my weapon because I didn't want to hit that guy. Halbrad, or no, Thickest Boy. He is a murderer of horses. And a ninja looter. Alright, another weapon for his tier. Alright, what are we saying here? Alright, 3 streamers at the same server. Time to spawn in Sauron. Farm Pogs. Another weapon for his tier. I don't really know how the tiers work. Well, I basically know it, but I don't know how to do things. You know, like make the money, take a pipe here, take a head there, all types of stuff. See, Thickest Boy wants to murder his horse. So I don't really play with Thickest Boy anymore, to be honest with you. Not a fan of people that do such things. What the flop is that thing? What is that? Is that like the Tooth of Sauron or something? Oh, you know what that probably is? That's probably the Balrog's weapon. There's Balrogs in this game. Look at that thing. That's funny. Alright. What are we doing here, boys? Ooh, somebody just got killed. He's gonna... Ooh, hold on. I can hate this ping.
Oh, Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley. Oh, Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley. Oh, Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley.
I thought he was going to spawn something nasty, but... or maybe he just reset the raid, the dungeon, so now the general's going to be back. Alright, let's do some business here. Alright, so we got to be careful of the hammers, the horse, and basically everybody. Everybody here wants to kill us. So we got to be wary of things. I think Captain Halbrod should use his horse, though. It's really good. Having a heavy cavalry, knocking, stun blocking, and all that kind of stuff. Alright, we got to watch out for Warlord. He likes the side swipes. Nice, we'll let them do that. I think I'm the lowest tier here, except maybe our doctor, but our doctor might be a higher tier. I don't know. Alright, let's try to hit one of these guys. I don't like this weapon. It's too slow for me. Yeah, with the ping, I can't even parry these guys. That hurts my feelings. Oh, what the fuck? You asshole. Trying to save our doctor here. He's doing pretty good. Nothing like your hammer going right through a bad guy. Makes you feel good. Luckily, they don't hit too hard. This guy does, though, I bet. Alright, let's use this to our advantage in Thermopylae, these assholes. Come at me, bro. Alright, can I Skyrim over that? Probably not. That guy's gonna hit hard. But I hit harder! Woo! Rivendell! Oh, give me a break. Cheating biscuit, swiping through his buddy. Yeah. There we go. Ouch. Very, very painful, sir. Oh, he's a healer. Nice. Is that working? Yes, it's working. Thanks. It is nice to have a healer. Alright, this weapon sucks. My sword's way better against those guys. Captain Halbrod's a really good fighter in melee, you know, with buddies. I'm gonna take care of this guy so he's not poking us. Oh man, you guys are they spawning back here? What's going on with you guys? I don't want to fight Tug. Oh, gotta save him. That's a problem. Now I know what you're saying, Raw. Why aren't you swinging better? Well, it's, I'm fighting an invisible magic. It's affecting my skills. Alright, let me go grab this archer. I don't like archers. They hurt my feelings. Alright, you guys are cheating biscuits. Yeah, they're so fast. Alright, did that. Ooh, that's an arrow. Alright, let's put that away. Red Divine says, OMFG combat, yeah. I found a French weeb video tuber that is an interesting combination. French weeb, huh? Yeah, I could see that. Does he speak English, or does he do English, or no? Alright, let's, he's not healing me. Alright, that's not working. Alright, not working. Not working. Thanks. Alright, so what are we doing here? I think it's only one chest, right? Oh, there's a gold chest. Which is always empty. Alright, let's grab something better than what we got here. I don't think this hammer is very good. Two-handed, one-handed, 47 piercing. It's very slow. Very, very slow. That is a bastard. 98. 45C, 98, 103. My sword's no longer here. Do I need two weed? I don't know. Let me put the weed here. Let's grab a blessed shield and... There's a bad guy behind me. Thank you, sir. And then let's grab that bastard weapon. Where the hell did it go? Oh, that's really good. I don't have the 25 strength. I don't even think there's a class that can take 25 strength. That's crazy. All right, we'll just use this piece of crap. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. What's better here? No, that's way better. All right, we got that, and that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's very slow, though. We're not going to be using that. All right. I like bastard weapons because, you know, when you wield them two-handed, they're faster and do more damage. But you can use them one-handed and then use a shield. So it gives you options. I like options. Options make me happy. Thanks, Warlord. Thanks, Warlord. Alright, I think we're good here. Wonder what that glowing stuff is over there. So what is the French... He just talks about all things weeb? Senegas is my Minister of Culture. He informs me about what the booby streamers are up to and what the Weeb Nation is up to. Last time I enjoyed Weeb Nation was Akira. Hello. And even then I thought Akira got real weird at the end. French lady using Japanese VTuber skin. I don't know what that means, man. Skin. So she's using an avatar? Or is it a white woman that's using like a Korean avatar, you know, that makes them look Korean or something? Did you guys see that guy who got plastic surgery to become Korean and now he's trans Korean? Found that interesting. Because my very first ever girlfriend was half Korean and she was very pretty. I'm sure she's still pretty. You know, I tried to listen to that Korean pop music everybody loves. Couldn't get into it, but it's not for me. It's not for me. I'm an old man. Good looking and in his prime, of course, but old. Wizened. Like a three-eyed owl. Well done, Dr. Bagginses. Well done. I love this hobbit. Frederick, he's the man. I think I'm gonna huff on my weed. That heals up to 100%. His heals, for some reason, do not heal to 100%. That is a lot of work. Not me to not. You are the minister of culture. The best people for a job are the ones that don't want the job. So you're just gonna have to accept it. Anyone need the pipe? Because our doctor's only healing up to about 75-80% for whatever reason. But the pipe brings me up to 100, which is good. What do we got there? We've got a Grim the Guy with the host. Hells to the yeah. How's it going, Grim the Guy? Grim the Guy is a Twitch personality. He plays State of Decay 2 and maybe other things. I think I've only seen you play State of Decay 2, but we met on Twitch, played some SOD2, had a good old time. I have a freshly abscessed tooth. Coming in with a positive story. I appreciate that. Freshly abscessed. Well, that's better than old abscess. You got to get that taken care of. I know U.S. dental is expensive, but that shit'll kill you. There was like a Russian immigrant that died a couple years ago to an abscessed tooth. That dude must have had a pain threshold over 9,000. Because to die of an abscessed tooth is painful. That is not a good way to go. But I hope you get it taken care of, sir. It'll suck. My teeth are probably need to be looked at as well. Honestly, I wish I could just pull them all out and put in like titanium, adamantium, like Wolverine teeth. That'd be the bee's knees. This is your fourth one. Ouch. I can't save this one. Yeah, like, I'm that way. I haven't lost a tooth yet, you know. And you're quite young, I believe, right? You're in your early 20s. But genetics mixed with, you know, any number of things. You know, it's one of those things to where it's such a self-esteem issue and a health issue. It's everything, right? So, like, if it's a back molar, just yank that some bitch out. You know, put a whatever in there until you can afford an implant, if that's the way you want to go. If it's a front tooth and you can't afford an implant, which most people can't because it costs like fucking $10,000, get yourself a cap. Like my Sergeant Major in ROTC had a cap. I never knew until he pulled it out to make us giggle, you know? So they work really well. But you have a lot of options. But first things first is get on antibiotics to take care of the abscess, because you don't want that in your bloodstream. Alright, all together now. I don't know what Gandalf was saying there. 1, 2, 3. I should be paying attention, but I'm trying to interact with you cats. Gonna ask for vampire fang dentures. Hey man, I've seen it. I've seen vampire implants. You get microfractures and the dentist can't even see them for sure. Yeah, Frank's dealt with this kind of stuff before. This will be my second lost one to abscesses. It's a back one. My front one is fine, broken but fine. Lip ring. Yeah, lip rings can do it. I know a girl who chipped her front tooth on her the lip ring right here. One of the last girls I dated, she was young, but hot. She was a smoke show. She had like the 2 lip rings. She had a nose, a lot of tats. She liked retro games, which made me happy. But she had like mental health issues, the same as I do. Not the same, but you know, it's never good for 2 people with. It's like when you find a lover, spouse, whatever, you want to try to like find ones that have weaknesses where you have strengths, and then have strengths where you have weaknesses. And her and I were too similar in some ways. Alright, take care of you. Now, when you fight these guys, you want to stay close to them. they can't do as much damage to you. And you definitely don't want to take on 5v1. That's a bad idea. Luckily, none of them have crush through, which is a real problem. It's this guy that I wanted to kill. It's a bit of a sticky pickle here. Alright, I'll let you guys deal with that. I'm gonna huff on my... Oh, you asshole. He knows I was after him. I'll be back for you, Mr. Archer, man. I'll be back for you. I do like how the AI tries to kind of stick together. I don't believe there's any shield bash either. I've got like the kick that you get in vanilla, but that kick's bullshit. Its range is about fucking a rat's hair. What an asshole. Oh, bullshit. Well done, sir. Alright, we gotta heal up. I don't know why this thing only heals up 2% at a time, but the way of the world. Ooh, thank you, sir. But this is how you want to do these raids. Go in, aggro, half a dozen, bring them back, kill them all. Don't get off my doctor, asshole. Well done. Oh, my insurance nurse. Oh, my heart goes out to you. It's not. Yeah, man. Bad teeth going bad. It's rough. Across the board. Oh, come on, Raw. Getting a lot of rubber banding here in this area. I think you get more rubber banding the closer you are to your compatriots, you know, humans, players. It's causing issues. My insurance nurse sent me to the ER today for it. Yeah, it's because it can kill you. Because everything is closed. They started me on 2 streets. Yeah, that's all. Like a dentist won't even touch your tooth until you get on antibiotics, at least in my experience. And I have to pick up those and prescribe. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a proper abscess. Started yeah. Anytime you get facial swelling, that's an abscess. I'm gonna look gorgeous on stream. Oh, you're gonna stream? Hells to the yeah. We got Ace Arc Lord in chat. He loves the Lightning Boys. Hail and welcome back, Ace Arc Lord. Boom. I'm supposed to be moderating right now, but I saw you were on and had to say, well, howdy. Yeah, moderation's easy nowadays, unless you're trying to moderate like one of those crazy chats with fucking hundreds or thousands of people. Autobot usually gets most crap. The only things that really perturb me are the people breaking toss and Russian porn bots. Raw, that's bigotry. Well, the Chinese porn bots as well. That's better. Oop, don't hit him. Thank you. Alright, let's aggro this guy. Who wants it? This guy wants it. Hello, Mahad, tribesman. Boop. Boop. That sword went right through his face. That happens. That makes me feel better. Alright, what kind of... Alright, that's General Carmel. I like that name, Carmel, or Caramel, depending on how you want to say that. I think if you kill him, you can finish a quest or something. I don't know. Ugh, get over there, Raw. Thank you. Hey, none of that stinky biscuits. Alright. Is that a bad guy? Okay, that's a bad guy. Well done, sir. Well done. He's using Lance. Piercing attack, probably. I don't know if Gandalf does damage to me. Probably. He probably got like a strength of 9,000. Alright, grab this guy. Sorry about that. Apologies, apologies. That's why I don't like the swipe attacks when my buddies are near me. Headshots are better anyway. You just have to make sure you hit the guy you're swinging at. And then with the ping, that's kind of a bummer. What do we have here? Anything good? Nope. Nope. What is that? 198, 40. Ooh, that's way better than what I got. I'll take that. Ooh, I really like these maces. They're fun. 88, huh? Nah, we're gonna stick with this one. That's a really good sword. And then let's put my weed here. Let me grab that. Go to this. Let's equip our potion of heals. Whoop. Is that the only one here? Looks like it. Alright, give me that betting back. Thank you. It's kind of hard to see. Ooh, I really wish I could use that shield, but I like Blessed Shield because it's blessed. Dwarven pickaxe. That's kind of cool. I think that's for a quest, right? I don't know. Probably. All these nuggets and these are all quest items. Even this is, I think, a possible quest item. Alright, let's dunk on these nerds. Orc nerds. Surrounded by orcsises. Alright, let's kill these guys. Alright, that guy's gonna hit my guy in the back, so I want to kill him. This is a really good weapon, by the by. It's one-handed, too. So I'll be quite a bit faster. Well done, MSWarlord. Well done. I think these guys keep spawning. I think they're infinite spawns, possibly. Feels that way. Caramel is one of my cat's names. That's a good name for a cat. Do you say caramel or caramel? Ooh. Alright, caramel's 1. Caramel is 2. Sweet biscuits is 3. Choose your weapon. I have a schedule, and by damned if I'm going to break my routine. Yeah, I break my routine all the time. Sometimes I stream at 4 o'clock in the morning. I just got back Thursday for my trip streaming. Got to be consistent. Yeah, how was your trip with the boyfriend? Kara likes Supergirl, then Mel because she's Siamese. Right. So you're a big fan of DC. I never really read DC. I read Batman when I was a kid. Frank and I's, him and I have been real life buddies since we were like 11 or yeah, 11-ish. But anyway, we read Marvel, Image, and then we liked all that kind of stuff. It's a good time. Oh, you got magic? I didn't know you had magic. Oh, that's Gandalf. Is that a healing magic? Do I have to, like, sheath my weapon? Heal me, Gandalf the Fabulous, with your blue orbs of warmth. She's not a lab cat, so she doesn't join me on camera. She's also not photographic at all. Yeah, I had 2 cats that were outside cats. One was amazing, the other one was an asshole, but I kind of loved them both. The hell? That wasn't a heal, Gandalf the Fabulous. Gandalf, man. He's getting the brain worms. You owe me 10,000 gold. Whatever the hell that was. Gandalf has lost his mind. But this sword's actually way better at killing those guys anyway. Well, not the last one. The last one I had there was pretty good. Alright, where's my body at? You gotta find your body and loot all your stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's do that. Money back, thank you. Chieftain sword, old Toby. Glorious. Can't believe I headshotted him with that. I can. Your OP winky face. Alright. Let me go grab this guy. Nothing better than my sword going through him. So Gandalf's the only one with magic. None of the players have magic yet, but I think he's trying to get people to do really cool stuff, and then they'll become something. He made his own order. You know, this isn't in the books. Called the Blue Order. Their favorite song, of course, is Blue Oyster Cult. You know what I mean? And was that Blue Monday, or the hell that's called? That's their anthem. Yeah, those guys keep smiling. Where does this door take us to? I want to see. Can I go through this? I don't think you can go through this. A lot of invisible impact meshes here. Oh, I think it's the one he was telling us about, right? Or something? I don't know. Who's still here? Is MSWarlord still here? Negative. Negative. There's got to be a trick to this, right? Maybe you need one of them horses or something. Alright, I'm off. Thank you for the fellowship. Have fun. Ah, crap, they can't see that one, can they? God damn it. That's annoying. I'm off. Thank you for the fellowship. Have fun. Alright, let's get out of here. Whee! These guys will do this forever as well. Like, they'll be here for fucking 8 hours, man. It's crazy. Take care, MS. Take care, MSWarlord. Heart. That is incorrect roll. Let's try that again. Boop, boop, boop. That is incorrect roll. God damn it. That's a bummer. Let's do this one. Oh, what is he doing here? Did he steal something from me? Hard to say. Hard to say. I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go. Alright, let's cheer Halbarad. For their fight continues. Ours is over for the day. Whee! Oh, Rawl, no. Why? What? What's up? What's up? Man, these guys. They got lots of endurance for this. I probably would too. Like, if I had low ping and the combat was satisfying, I could probably do this for hours. Because it is cool to be able to play with your buddies in Warband. I love Warband. We're getting one knife for everyone. Oh, that's what they're doing. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours of this. So they want knives for a quest that's going to give a lot of reputation for probably the Blue Order, which is going to be like a powerful order. Hey, get off my friend. I think Thickest Boy hit me there. Pretty sure he did. I'm beginning to not like Thickest Boy in game. Sneaky biscuits. There we go. We took him down. We took him down. I need more cowboy, Raw. We all need more cowboy. I'm from the Midwest. How many you need? We got them all. Join the... Yep, that's my bot. Hello, bot. I don't like when my bot spams like that. He does it after you guys talk for a while. There we go. Glorious, glorious. Whoop. Come on, Raw. Get in there. There you go. There you go. Hit that guy again. Keep hitting that guy. Gale's got his soccer jersey on. Breaks the immersion, but what are you gonna do? I think it's a German soccer club if you're into such things. He also likes metal and some pop songs that he'll play every once in a while. It's a good time. Valid, though, you'll probably have to scroll up to see what I said about our weekend, and he didn't propose. Yeah, well, you know. I think I was talking to somebody else who I believe their boyfriend was going to propose I don't know if it was that weekend or like they're thinking about getting engaged, something like that. I thought it was you, but it was somebody else. All right, let's scroll here. What do we got here? You are covered in blood. That is correct. The way of the warrior. Live by the blood, die by the blood. She's not a lap cat. Read that. I'll just run Fish Tycoon, Stream Raiders, and maybe the coin game. Right on. Never played any one of those, but I've heard good things about the Tycoon games. Not my style, though. It was so much fun. I brought him a rose and got him a carved black obsidian dragon pendant. I had an obsidian hammer in game. It was fun for a while. It matched my armor, which is what I liked most about it. Good times. We did so many things. And he never once made me feel bad for needing breaks because of my disabilities. I didn't feel bad at all with him for it. It was so nice. I fed seals. Seals seem sweet until they're not. Keep an eye on them seals. They'll take a chunk at your ass. We also took some cute couple photos. Right on, man. So you guys had like a proto-glorious romantic weekend. I need more cowboy roll. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. Glorious. All right, right on. I think we're caught up there. All right, let's huff on the pipe here.
Oh, Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley. Oh, Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley. Oh,
Can you guys hear that? But it's playing a little bit of the movie right there, where they're talking about the pipe weed. Think of it like a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of weed. Or marijuana, I should say.
the finest weed in the South
Hey, get off my friends. Stinky biscuits.
finest weed in the South Valley.
Man, this pipe really needs to heal, like, I don't know. A little quicker than this.
Finest weed in the South Valley.
I have a suggestion, a balanced suggestion.
Oh,
Eh,
Toby,
this thing's probably worth like 1,000,000 gold pieces too, or something crazy.
oh, Toby, the finest weed in the South
Bum,
Valley.
ba-dum, bum, bum, bum,
Oh,
bum.
Toby, the finest weed in the South
All right, they are looting all the things. I think we pretty much have the best we're gonna get. How many knives do we have? It's hard to say. Hard to say.
South Valley.
All right, well, let's put that away. Grab that. Nope, there. I can't do that for whatever reason. That's a bad guy. Hello, bad guy. Okay, let's try that again. Whoop. That's probably good for dwarf stiff. All right, put this away for here. Let's grab that. Thank you. Eat that. Give me my sword back. Thank you. That's too heavy. Is it the what's the knife? I don't even know. Let's see if anybody took that knife. Yeah, okay, so it's that knife. It's that rune knife that they're all wanting. Good to know, good to know. Good loot in there. Yeah, I see that, but... I have that. Problem is I only have 4 slots, including weapons. So... Like, I would love to loot lots of stuff, but... Can't do it. Gotta take off. Stayed up way too late, and it is catching up to me. All right, buddy. Thanks for coming by and enjoying yourself, hopefully. Sleep well. Dream of large women. And thank you for joining me. And you are mighty welcome. I've been summoned and must go. All right. Take care, Grim the guy. Hope your health issues clear up some. That's a big bummer. Enjoy yourself. All right. What time is it? It is 22:07. Tell you what, these cats never sleep, though. These cats are doing this 24/7, I tell you. I used to do that with some games back in the day. I don't know if I ever did that. Well, I probably did that because in WoW, I played WoW for like 6 or 9 months, and I was having a really good time for about 3 of those months. And I would play a lot. I would play like fucking 14, 15 hours a day or more. But I had my one and only e-girlfriend there, so like when you're having like sexy time on FaceTime. Kind of wakes you up. Especially when she's a smoke show. Are we leaving? I think we're leaving. Alright, let's get out of here. Boop and boop. Sometimes this can be a little... I almost had it. Sometimes you want to look away. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Why do I need to calm down there, Sid? Did I say something naughty? I can't remember. I say so many things. They're all nuggets of gold and wisdom. Alright. Nailed it. We're going to server 11. Let me get my nifty map out. Server 11 is, of course, the one we came from. That is Esgaroth, if you know Lord of the Rings. This is the one with the boat. We had to sail a boat to get here. Connect to 11, please. Thank you. Hopefully everybody got a knife. Well, the weird thing is, though, is like everybody's going to be the Blue Order, though, right? I'm stuck at attack. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. What does Thickest Boy get? Oh, he gets a good ping. Thickest Boy doesn't know ping. That's like every fight is that for me. Are you guys trying to equip this stuff? I think you just use the V key, right? Attach. Or you can't, yeah, you can't when you're, warriors cannot attach this stuff. I don't think warriors can use those. Yeah, requires laboring. It'd be nice if everybody had like a 1 in laboring so we could use backpacks, but even these backpacks here cannot go to other servers, which is a bummer. I do like this though. I like the world. I like the guys who did the scenes for these. You know, I'm a big fan of well put together scenes. Lots of gold here. Yeah, lots of gold. I don't think we can get on this thing, right? Yeah, probably not. We're gonna have to use one of these things. I don't think this one sails. I think this one's just for looking at. Heading straight to Esgaroth. Well, he got up there. If he got up there, we can get up there, right? Alright, so there is a trick to this. Can I do this? No. You also gotta be careful because you'll drown. Alright, that's annoying. Can you get up there, MSWarlord? You go have a try. W plus up arrow. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Thank you. There we go. Thanks. Nailed it. You're e-girl. E-girlfriend. One and only. I met other women or girls at the time, I get. Well, you know, 20s or whatever. On the internet back in the olden days. But she's the only one that I was actually like kind of, we were going to be a thing, but we never met IRL. We were going to. I was going to fly her to me, or I was going to go visit her. But it was a weird situation. She ended up being married and super creepy situation. Those two should not have been married. I ended up becoming their fucking marriage counselor for like a month after that because I was really worried that something horrific would happen. That was a weird one. But anyway, so that kind of turned me off of WoW. Definitely turned me off of e-girls. Not that she was an e-girl, we just dated over the internet for like 2 months, or not even 2 months. Fucking, I don't know, it wasn't a long time. So when are you gonna do spooky mod for this? I was gonna do it tonight. I was only gonna play this for a little while, but then these guys, they love this game. They play it for many, many hours. Which is cool. Like, if you've got a lot of time and you want to immerse yourself in Lord of the Rings and you want to meet some really cool dudes, except Thickest Boy. He is not a cool dude. He's a naughty boy. Everybody else is very cool. This is a great mod for you, man. Like, check it out. Kale's one of my favorite devs. MSWarlord plays all the time. He is top-notch. Love hanging out with that dude. We got Captain Halbarad. He is now a community manager. Big fan of his as well. He's tier 7. And then, yeah. It's a cool mod. I think I still have it if you hit !mod. Or just Google Plotor ModDB. Download it. Play it. You playing with filthy commoners, Raw? Nah. Well, hell, I'm a commoner. What are you talking about? My hero's even a commoner. Probably. Our boat is taking damage. Probably from Thickest Boy. He does such things. He's been drinking the stagnant water, and he's infested with brainworms. Ooh, hello. I think I'm all full. I'm all full. Ooh, I can heal up, though. Whee! That is not my pipe. Where's my pipe? There's my pipe. Smoking's bad for you kids, but like this game and like the first Metal Gear from 1987, smoking gives you a buff. They had to get rid of that in the newer games. I think they still had smoking in Metal Gear Solid 1999, but it gave you something, but it took away HP or something like that. Still pretty good. All right, how's the stream looking? No drop frames, really. If you guys notice anything wonky, let me know, please. Much appreciated. All right, let's do the log. That, please. Check this real quick. Everything's good. Perfect. They screwed up my stream manager. Makes me sad. Now I have to mouse over things to know what the hell they do. Pisses. They used to have words that told me what things did. Now it's just like imp symbols with no words. So I have to mouse over their stupid symbols. Like, what the fuck is that? That is a poor design choice. Mr. Frank Torres says, good stream. Well, good viewer. You're a mighty good viewer. And a brother IRL. We like Mr. Frank Torres. Problem with this diet is I have to eat like every 3-4 hours. It's quite annoying. Well, I don't have to. I guess I could just get low blood sugar and pass up. It happens. We'll have to do a movie night, Frank. We can even do it on the internet if you want. Get on Discord. I can stream it, or we could use one of those things. I got BritBox now. Well, my sister got BritBox. I got her password. So guess what I watched the other day? I watched the very first Doctor Who, and get this. It was actually good. You know, American old shows are usually kind of tough to get through. Even like Star Trek, you know. Like, I love original series Star Trek for what it is, but it's janky. But Doctor Who from 1965, it's good. I recommend all you cats watch. You don't have to have BritBox. You can use one of them naughty sites. Just, you know, protect yourself. Just like dipping the old rod in unknown waters. Protect yourself. But I think BritBox is a good deal. I also think HBO Max is a really good deal now, because I watched Dune on HBO Max. That's a fucking brand new movie. So it's worth the $10 or whatever. But what I recommend for you cats on a budget is don't get all the streaming services at once. Just get one at a time. Exhaust its library, then get rid of it. Sorry about that. Apologies. And then get another one. That's what I need to start doing. Like Disney Plus right now, there's no reason for me to have Disney Plus, because everything I want to watch, I've watched. So I need to cancel it and then get something else. Don't ever get Hulu. Hulu's not worth it at all. Because I got Hulu and ESPN Plus with my Disney package. It's not worth it. ESPN Plus is only worth it if one of your, like UCF, which is a team we root for, They had a game on ESPN Plus, which is bullshit. And now Notre Dame is flirting with going on streaming services. One of their games was on a streaming service, like fucking Hulu or something. So now it's going to get to the point to where if you want to watch college football, you're going to have to get like fucking different streaming services. They can kick rocks. I'll just watch the highlights on YouTube. That's for sure. Man, that boat damn near didn't make it. Is Warlord okay? Alright, see you guys. Gonna store my gold and head off. Store my gold and head off. Thank you, thank you. I guess, did they steal his gold? Wow, he probably was stealing gold. Thickest boy, he likes to loot things and not share them. That's his reputation. Well earned, well earned. But hey, man, every roleplay game has to have bad guys. You know what I mean? Makes it more fun. Oh, I think MSWarlord is testing the boat. Or no, he's looking for weed and stuff. Rest well, thick. May Dwarf visit you in your dreams. Amen. Amen, Warlord. Amen. We have some big movie anniversaries this year. Terminator 2 is 30 years old. Training Day is 20. Gosh, dog, I still think of Training Day as not an old movie. That one hurts me. I remember when Nirvana's first album turned 20, and I was like, ouch. That hurts. The Rock is 25 years old. The Rock is 25 years old. Yeah. Well, that's like you, Frank. You're only 21, right? Perpetual 21. You're in your prime, sir. You're in your prime. Boop, 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 boop. Both knives and weed. I don't have any knives. So I have to remember that. Red knives are important for things. We have 4 knives and 2 weed pouch. Yeah, I think weed pouch is the dwarven weed pouch. I just have weed. That's different. Whee! Trick riding. It was also Back to the Future Day recently, right? Back to the Future Day is what, like October 15th or whatever? Wasn't that crazy? Like when 2015 really came around? 2015 felt like fucking far into the future when we were kids. And then boom, it came around. Man, I wish Michael J. Fox was a healthier guy, because I love Michael J. Fox. For you young guys out there, that dude, I loved everything he was in. You know, like Dr. Hollywood, or Doc Hollywood, or what the hell was it called? I think it was Dr. Hollywood or something like that. He did a lot of movies back in the day. Back to the Future being the most famous, of course. Don't like these posts. They upset me. But we'll get there. One day, hopefully, these signs will have like where they lead to. It'll make things easier. That'll be quite a few more assets, though. Probably like between 45 and 80 assets, depending on how many posts are on certain servers. Because instead of having one asset do everything, you'd have to have unique signs, you know, because they'd have different words on them. MSWarlord put a bunch of question marks on his sign. I need to do the same. There goes Thickest Boy. He's got all the loot. I guess he's anti-horse is his thing. That's why he kills horses. I took offense to that. You don't kill my pets. Very, very bad. Shit, where do we just go? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we're on 11, I think. So we're probably going to like 12. Yeah. Yeah, 12. That makes sense. 12, of course, is Dale. That's where the bank is. So we're going to drop off all of our gold, because when you die with gold, you'll lose it. Which is no fun for anybody. So we'll fix that. There we go. Do that. Put that there. Whee! I really like this scene. It's very like Disney-esque medieval city. Now, when you're building your castle in real life, never build your castle underneath hills like this if they're close. It's a real bad idea. Bad guys can just jump right in. You don't want that. It's very common in movies and video games to do such things. I, of course, have read detailed books on how to build castles. Because I'm a nerd. And that's what we do. Whee! Man, I haven't seen T2 in a while. I'll have to do that. Training Day I probably haven't seen in 15 years. You know, I follow The Rock on Instagram. I don't like how hard he pushes his booze. It's like, dude, you're already like a half a billionaire. Do you really need to push booze on us that often? I get it. You know, that's a lot of money, but it's like, man. I want to go to the bank, but we're going to follow these cats because we don't know where they're going. But I love The Rock. He's a terrible actor. I wish he would practice more. You can kind of tell that he just doesn't give a shit about being a great actor. Like, he wants to be passable, but he doesn't. He wants to be a movie star. There's a difference between a movie star and a great actor. Movie stars care about their look, their image. So they'll never take a role that, you know, will hurt that image. They'll take a role as like a bad guy, but it'll be kind of a cool bad guy. King Brand. Ooh, Raw. Yes. What do you need? What's up? All right, so he's probably going to try to give me something. Oh. Ah, thank you. Ooh, try to type correctly here. Thank you, sir. Not a very good weapon. This is probably just like proof that we killed bad guys, and then this guy will give us stuff. It doesn't even look like a knife. It looks like one of those like fist weapons. Yeah, it looks like a fist weapon. Or no, I know what it is. The model's backwards. I think that's the handle right there. So I guess we're gonna turn it into King Brand. Is that what's going on here? Yeah. All right, so I got 14 reputation for that. Glory be. And that might be it. I don't know. Let's look. All right, so this is only reputation, no gold. But that's good, because we know how to make gold, for the most part. Just going on adventures, you'll make gold. You surely are brave to ask the king about such a thing. There's a war coming to us, and I'm telling you, even now, I'm receiving new reports from the ruin. Right on. All right, quest finished, 14 reputation. Yes, that's exactly what I expected from you. Here's your reward. Right on. So these guys were enemies of those rune bad guys. Also, I don't know if the bug is still here, but like if you're turning in a quest item, and you have 3 of them or 4 of them on you, he'll take all of them but only reward you for 1. So if you do that, you want to drop everything on the ground. You know, like let's say you're turning in weed or these knives. You only want to turn in 1 at a time, so make sure you drop the other ones on the floor and then do it in stages, or else you'll lose out on a lot of rewards. Oop, pardon me, coming through. I like this one-handed sword, it's pretty good. This is Gandalf's horse, of course, Shadowfax, which if you play Kingdom Come Deliverance, you can find a Shadowfax and a bunch of other legendary mounts from other video games and mythology. I like to get on my horse every now and again to let him know that we're still buddies and not to run away. Captain Halbarad is passing out bags. What is that? Kind of looks like one of those dwarven weed pouch. Cool. What do we do with that? Can I eat it? What do we do with this? I don't have room for this. Don't you have one more knife, Cap? I don't know. Where do the pouches go? I'm pretty full. I'm full on stiff. Pouches to 38. Oh, man. Sweet Gandalf. Can you hold my sword? That's incorrect. Sword. Stinky biscuits. Fred is giving you his knife, Warlord. Nice. Alright, so now Warlord's getting more rep. Thanks, Captain, for the pouch. Yeah, the inventory, man. Oh, my coccyx. My coccyx. I got a new chair, which is amazing. But my coccyx is not used to it. The Sean Connery movie with Nicolas Cage. Oh, the Rock. That makes more sense. I mean, I thought you were saying The Rock never ages, but I got you. Yeah, nothing like a Humvee and a Lamborghini being a high-speed chase that's close. You know how slow Humvees are? They're so slow. Alright, let's go get mounted up. We are now weaponless. Does MSWarlord have a horse? Yes, he does. Nice. Alright, Gandalf chooses chapters tonight. Lord of the Rings, Phil Dragish audiobook. Nice, nice, nice. That's another thing I like about Warlord stream, is he'll have the audiobooks going on in the background while he's streaming. And sometimes he's quiet, and sometimes he'll talk. But either way, it's a very like relaxing, satisfying stream. We got Thickest Boy in chat. Hail and welcome back, Thickest Boy. He, of course, streams this all the time. So if you would like to watch Plotor a lot, you want to check out good old Thickest Boy. Let's go ahead and give him a shout out at Thickest Boy. Boom and boom. There we go. Selman Iron Hills. Yeah, I'm with you. Thanks, brother. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. The Rock is 25 years old. I like that movie okay, but it wasn't like one of my all-time favorites or anything. Like the other ones you named. You know what's a tough one for me is what do I like better, Terminator 2 or Aliens, which is the second Alien? I think I like Aliens more. I love Aliens. To be honest with you, I love Aliens, the trilogy, almost as much as probably, depending on how I feel that day, like on par with Star Wars. Because I watched them like about this, well, Star Wars has been in my life my whole life. Yeah, I don't even remember the first time I watched Star Wars, you know, because I was probably an infant. But, oh, we gotta drop off money. Whee! Alright, so we're dropping off everything other than a couple thousand just for mounts. You know, mounts are like between like 1,200 and I don't know, 1,500, depending on where you're at. At least the ones I can. If you have a good riding skill, you can buy really expensive mounts. I can't do that. I think Gandalf said something there. Save your gold in the bank before we go further. That is a great pro tip. That is correct. Especially since I have no weapon. So if I get accosted, I'll be a dead man. Or, you know, dead Noldor. Oh, anytime, Thickest. Anytime, Broham. Well, like some of these guys, they've grinded for many, many hours for their tier 7s. Problem is, I haven't found a class that I like better than my Noldor yet, like looks-wise. And you know me, I don't min-max. I go for looking at. But I do want to be a paladin. I want to be like a holy paladin of some kind. I like hammer. Now, my class is perfect for me, the ranged two-handed sword, if I lived in Germany. But because I don't live in the magical land of Germany, I need to go melee, pure melee. Kale says, I hope you're joining us tomorrow, Raw. Well, it depends on real life, and depends on if we're streaming another game. But hopefully we'll make it to the event. The biggest events for this mod is Sundays. They have like full-on story-driven D&D style stuff. All run by the main dev, Kale right there, Mr. Gandalf, the Fabulous. So, if you wanted to play this, I always recommend going to Hobbiton to grind up a warrior class of some kind. Make yourself a buddy with one of the people that know what they're doing, and they'll help you. Even I can do it if I have the time, depending on when you join the game. Ping me on Discord. If you don't know how to get on their Discord, ping me on my Discord. Everybody knows my Discord. Well, everybody that watches me, I should say. Not everybody in the world. That'd be crazy. I'd probably be the most famous person in the world if that was true, right? If everybody literally knew about my Discord. Man, I miss Sean Connery. May he rest in peace. He finally did pass away, right? He had dementia, though, for like the last 15 years of his life, it seemed like. He had a good wife, too. She protected him. He liked to lay his hands on the ladies, though, but I guess that was okay in his time. But all right, where the hell are we? We're in Dale, and then I was 12. I think we went to Erebor. I feel like we went to Erebor there, which would be 13. Refresh. They're trying to trick me. Because it could be 11 or 13. Yeah, 13. This is the home of the dwarves, or the capital of the dwarves, I should say. This is a cool scene, man. They live in a mountain, because that's what dwarves like to do. They are the dwarves, and they're digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Did I go the right way? No, I did not go the right way. Fine, be that way. I don't care. Well, no, I went the right way, right? Or else I would have deleted my class. Oh, there's Kale right there. Nice. Alright, then I think we'll make a left at Albuquerque up here, and then we'll head to that way, possibly. CDS 5x5 says, kicked. You got kicked from my chat? I don't think so. I didn't get a pop-up for that. Plus your mod, you'd have to do something atrocious to be kicked. Now, I'm going to block you on Steam, though. I'm going to block you there. Because Steam, nobody chats on Steam, so when I hear that noise, I'm like, what the hell is that noise? And then it's always flipping Sidicus with the same Mimi thing. Thank you, Thick. Yeah, I felt like I went the right way. They just didn't spawn in as quick. That's that M.2 NVMe SSD. I have some gold. I bet you have infinite gold, Gandalf the Fabulous. I bet you have infinite gold. The old Control X trick. Oh, who was that? Who was that? Was that the captain? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Who do we have on? We got Thickest Boy with us. Kale, MSWarlord, Captain Halbarad, and Dr. Frederick Baggins. Bagginses. First passing through. Oh, what do we have here? Sexy biscuit. That is the conquering.
I come from under the hill, and under the hills and over the hills my paths led. And through the air, I am he that walks unseen.
Poetry. Poetic. That is the courageous Cuculane moderator, super moderator, by the by. So is Sidicus, by the way. I know what you're saying. Weird, Sidicus, super moderator. It was a weird time for me. Thank you for that resubscription. 14 months. Longest running subscriber. Most months subscribed. All types of stuff. He is a proper golden thread owl with a golden texture. I come from under the hill, and under the hills, and over the hills my paths led, and through the air I am he that walks unseen. Spooky. Sounds like the Shadow of Maycore, to be honest with you. But he comes bearing gifts, and as with all people bearing gifts, I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out. That's it, you. You're getting blocked on Steam. You're getting double blocked. About to unmod you. We all know that Sid cannot be trusted. He can be trusted until he can't be. He can be trusted on all formats other than Steam. In Steam, he's a wild man. He's a wild man on Steam. He enjoys such things. We're on server 38, which of course is... And welcome, and hail, I haven't talked to you in a while, Cuculane. Hope all is going well on your end. We've been getting a lot of sad stories in chat. A lot of people with health issues and job issues. Cheer us up. Tell us your wife gave you, like, the business 3 times last week, and your kid's doing great, and you got a new puppy, and the puppy shit's gold or something. Give us some good news. Unless you don't have any good news, that's okay. We'll hear your bad news as well. You can mute Steam messages with a click of the button, you know. I can block people too. I'll figure it out, you. It's just 1 click. Yeah, you're like the bank, always trying to get me to do the 1-click crap so I spend my money more easily. I'm on to you 1-click sons of biscuits. I like 5 clicks. Gives me time to think about my life's choices. Got your click. You click my ass. Alright, let me make sure I'm going to 38. I am going to 38, correct. Nice. 38, of course, is the Dwarven Pass, I believe. Correct? Yes, the Dwarven Pass. I, of course, crashed. That happens in this game. That's not bad, though. You know, yeah, you gotta lower all your settings if you play this, by the way. Way low, texture, everything. Alright, Dwarven Pass crashed on me. That's okay. We'll load that bad boy up. You guys want to see Big Raw? Let's do Big Raw here. Boom, and boom. Hey, how's it going? I think I will also take a 2-minute break while we reload this, so I will be RB. Boom, and boom. Alright, we're back. I don't know why that was doing that weird thing, but it did the weird thing for a while. We're good to go. Alright, if you crash, don't worry about it. You can either go to the server you're trying to load, or the one you came from. So you won't lose anything as long as you choose the correct server. And I do believe it's 38, if memory serves. Boom, and boom. Cuculane is lurking. Thanks for that lurk, Cuculane. He only got laid once this afternoon. Once is enough, to be honest with you, depending on your libido. I know everybody's got a different libido. It just kind of depends. You go through phases, especially in long-term relationships, like being married. Alright, so we gotta figure out where these cats went, because we lost them. Alright, so I think we turn left. Oh, here they are. They waited for me. Thanks for waiting. Okay. Thanks for waiting. Oh, okay. Give this guy this thing, right? Whee! Nice. So we got 23 faction relations and like 11,000 gold or something. I don't know. I gained 9 reputations, so I have a total of 23, I believe is how that worked, right? You gain 9. Your reputation for this faction is 23. Glorious. I don't remember doing this ever, so I don't know how I got those reputation points. Thank you. I will let the others know that you know how to use your brain. I like this guy. I like this guy. Thanks. Thank you. Nice. Whee! Woohoo! Boop. Glory be. Alright, Captain's got my sword, but a Captain might be sleeping. One step closer to Paladin. What class would that be? What class would that be? Copy that. Copy that. Alright, so I don't have a weapon anymore, which is a real sticky pickle. I think Captain had it. That was a really good one-handed weapon, the Rune Captain sword. I like that one. Sid has a tip for us, everyone. A bowl of Raisin Bran a day keeps you regular and happy. It does. It does. I don't like Raisin Bran, though. I always like Total, but that's probably because it had more sugar in it. I've been doing a lot of fruit and vegetables, and it keeps you regular, man. Spinach, man, though, it makes it to where you feel like you got food poisoning when you first start eating raw spinach, and I don't know if it's just the spinach in and of itself, or if it's tainted, because, you know, most food poisoning comes from fresh vegetables, fruits and vegetables, because you're not cooking them. So if there's something bad on it, you're going to ingest it, which is the way of the world. I wonder if MSWarlord's at his home. Hey, let's go hang out with MSWarlord in his house real quick. Maybe they'll loan us a one-handed weapon. I think Captain Halberod has my sword, though, hopefully. But look how cool this scene is, man. You got the Misty Mountains. You know the song? Misty. Well, here. My bad. My bad. Gotta play the song. What the flip-flop am I doing? Wish I had one of them fancy producers. Where was I? Play that song. Nope. I like that song, but no. This one. Now we're talking. Whoop. Now I'm happy. Put that up, please. Thank you. And this one. Appreciate that. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Gotta get in the mood, guys. Just like when you're trying to impress that new girl. You gotta have everything. Lighting. Gotta smell good. Gotta smell right. Gotta have the music. Ambience. Gotta get him in the mood. Well, adventuring's the same way. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting the goosebumps. Nothing like a good RP walk. I do love the dwarves, man. But come on. Look at this golden god right here. Noldor, that's where it's at. I wish the Noldor had a tier 7. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And Captain Halberod's my new favorite. Wait, where is he? Is he back there? Nah, he's probably over here. Alright, we're gonna go have some beers, as you do after a long adventure. If you don't like cereal, you can do basically any kind of high fiber. There's also like Metamucil. Metamucil is really good. If for whatever reason you don't like to eat, you know, like dates and raisins or whatever. Take a spoonful of that crap, man. It'll keep you going. But normally, if you're younger, you're not going to have issues with constipation unless you've got like a medical condition or you're on medication that can, you know, clog the pipes. Yeah, don't live with constipation. That's no fun. Now, the horses of Middle-earth are trained to walk backwards faster when they're going up. So this is how you want to walk upstairs. FYI. It's also like that in Warband Native, by the way. Hey, that's what you get when you get a game made by like 2 college buddies that were not game devs. You get some eccentricities in the design.
The fire was red, it flaming spread. The trees like torches blazed with light.
Tell you what, this has been a good week for entertainment. You know, gaming's been good. Dune came out. I started watching White Lotus. I recommend you guys watch that probably. It's pretty good. Whoop. I don't know who works here, but he probably doesn't take kindly to all of our horses being here. Thickus is making money. Or he's buying stuff. Yay, Thickus, he's getting cool hammers. It's party time over at MSWarlord. Ooh, hello, Dwarven Hammer. That was perfect timing, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's have a seat. Ooh, thank you. Thanks. Oh, we need booze. Gotta get the booze. Ah, crap. Can't hold it. Got that. There's even a sit emote if you're into such things. Oop, can't do it right there. Sit night, boom. You know, elves, they like to sit Indian style. Or, I don't know, are you even allowed to say that anymore? Alright, I can't sit. Maybe I have to do this first. Do that, and then do sit. Perfect. Now I'll give you my booze. That doesn't work out very well. That's okay. Can I cheer? I can't cheer either. That's a shame. Alright, we're going to drink that. Oop. Beer gives you nutrition in this. It's very good. Alright, it is almost 2300. Kale is rocking and rolling. Uh-oh, he's playing his own tunage. This is coming from in-game. Gandalf is playing that. So we've got dueling banjos here. We've got Billy Idol, and we've got what sounds like Rammstein's Du Hast. I wonder if the options for this actually work. No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that matters. This one maybe? No, not that one. It's just kind of built in. It is what it is. Never thought I'd be listening to Billy Idol and Rammstein at the same time, but hey man, this is Middle-earth. All your dreams are possible here. That's hilarious. White Lotus is ultimate cringe comedy. Yeah, which is why I'm not a... It's good, it's well made, but I can't handle cringe comedy for a long time. So it'll probably take me 6 months to get through White Lotus. I'll watch like an episode, but I think the old man likes it, so he and I will probably crank it out. It's only 7 episodes or 6 episodes. I think each episode's probably going to be a day on the island, right? But it's got characters that you're just like, ugh. That's a really good descriptor too, cringe comedy. What'd you think about the new Dave Chappelle? Did you like that? I know it wasn't like all comedy. It was a lot of like politics mixed with comedy, but that's just what Dave Chappelle's been about since 2004. Nikes, bring the weed. Hey man, wizards, they like their weed. What can I say? They like their weed. It's giving me flashbacks. Coming out of a blackout in like the mid-aughts. Like, what's happening here? Alright, well, let's fill up on the beer for the full nutrition. Oop, apologies. Boop. Nutrition's good, it heals you a little bit. But not if you're too damaged. Where's Warlord? Dude, I used to be able to sing the song verbatim. It was the first song that I put on my Xbox when they allowed such things. And then when we played Forza, I could choose like my own soundtrack, which is pretty damn cool. We thought that was amazing. And it was. You know, people are just used to it now. People are used to, you know, playing whatever they want when they want. Put it this way, I used to have a Camaro, you know, Z28. And you know what was in the trunk? A CD changer. I had like a 10 or 25 disc CD changer. That shit was cool. I prefer the RX-7 though. Chappelle never liked being famous, and he was at the end of his contract, so he tested his limits. I like that they stuck with him. It's about time. That's the only way we're going to be able to, like, stave off this weird ideology that's coming through the past, like, 8 years. It's wonky. I am not a fan of such things. Bloop. Well, that was fun. Thank you. Thank you for the barding and fellowship. Nailed it. Hopefully we spelled that correctly. This is MSWarlord's place. As you can see, he's got gold here. You too can have one of these if you wish to become a patron of this mod, which I recommend. Keeps the servers going. Servers aren't free, as they say. I don't even know if MSWarlord can utilize this. I think only doctors can, or like certain classes. It's pretty cool though. You know what game had the best alchemy? Was Kingdom Come Deliverance. And right when it was about to become tedious, they give you a thing to where you can just skip the minigame altogether. But that minigame, anybody who's played that, wasn't that cool? To be able to like actually sit there and, you know, grind your stuff in the mortar and pestle and fucking... That was so good. I love that game. You know, that game was supposed to be heavily moddable. They were going to have like amazing mods, but the modding tools that they had were just janky. And then, of course, the game itself is super janky in a lot of ways. So the modding community did not embrace Kingdom Come Deliverance. But could you imagine the mods we could have got from KCD? Ah, that's a darn shame. Darn shame. I love that. I love that you can just buy the keg, turn it into the jugs. That's so cool. Oop, apologies. MSWarlord's going to come back to a trashed... Wow, that guy looks really good. Yeah, Captain Halbarad. Looks amazing. All right, dudes. All right. Heroes. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. But this Noldor must go. Take care. Take care. Alright, let's... I love how he just leaves his hammer at the front door. Man, if he had a wife, she'd be pissed. That's glorious, man. Hey, how's it going? Oh, MSWarlord. Yeah! Take care, MSWarlord. We love you. Whee! Thanks for the party. Yeah! Thanks for the party. Boop, boop. Blammo. Alright, let's get out of Dodge. You party too long. Fairy godmother comes down and makes your horse turn back into a grub or whatever. But yeah, I think Chappelle's embraced his celebrity. He just, especially nowadays, he just doesn't like to be bothered. You know, when he's out and about and he doesn't want to be a celebrity, which I completely understand. Most celebrities just kind of like understand that. And then you got guys like Chappelle and Alec Baldwin that don't. Man, that Alec Baldwin thing is a real bummer, right? Ugh. Man, I feel bad for everybody involved with that shit. Except for the person whose job it was to make sure that wasn't supposed to happen. And everybody that made that shoot into a shit show. Alright, so once we get out of here... Yeah, those guys will party all night. Oh, we're all here. Even though I'm in the prime of my life, I cannot party all night long. Well, I can, but it requires a different type of person. Whee! Kayla's killing Goblin Masters? Oh, he must have spawned Goblin Master. That's hilarious. That's alright. They're in good hands with good old Gandalf. Man, I love how my ass is smoking. The Noldor, or Master All the Noldor, also known as smoking the ass. Good times. Yeah, just Google Alec Baldwin, man. You'll get it. It was just a horrific accident, negligence on a movie set. Basically, it's like Brandon Lee all over again. When was the Brandon Lee thing? Was that 93? Man, that was sad. That was a great movie, too, The Crow. I bet you the Alec Baldwin movie's a hunk of shit. Because it's like a super low-budget Western. You can tell his career is going the way of the dodo because of being involved with such things. All right, I should probably have looked at my thing. I'm in Erebor. Let me save that. So it was 13 or 12, I believe. All right, let's do some drawing. All right, circle this. And then go to save as desktop, log off. Always do this, you'll forget where you logged off. Then I always like to put the date here. So for me, it's October 23rd. Don't need to put the year unless you're not going to play for a while. There we go. All right, save that bad boy. Save. Why is they don't like /? Is there any coders out there? Why can't I use /? It must be a coding thing. When I'm saving a file. Whatever. 1994, there you go. Because the movie came out in 94, 95. And Brandon Lee died, the year before. I think they actually used some of the footage of the time he died. Because if you know The Crow, the scene where they're at, like all the big bad guys are there and they all have guns. And they fire like 1 million rounds. It was that scene was the one where he got killed. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of our Saturday stream. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for chatting me up. Thanks, Mr. Frank Torres, for being here. Big fan. Citicus 5x5. Thank you for that resubscription, Calculating. You are a hero. One of 7 current subscribers and our most loyal subscriber. Big fan. Big fan. And he's a super moderator. Why would you keep a gun you were going to use for the movie with your other guns? Well, it had blanks in it, right? But blank guns can still kill you if people do a really bad job. And you should never be firing a hot gun at somebody. So everything was bad. Everything was bad. From what I've read about that movie set, it was a shit show. Like, people were walking off because it was unsafe. Alec Baldwin's stunt double had fired 2 times already on set by accident. So, criminal negligence. Criminal negligence. It's just sad. Very sad. All right, good night, Miss Frank Torres. Good night, and you are mighty welcome, Citigus. Thanks for joining me. If you guys weren't here, streaming would suck. But goddamn, I'm getting good at this streaming stuff right now. I need to start playing different games, man. We got to grow the channel. Get some more Three-Eyed Owls, get some more everything. It'll be glorious. All right, let's go raid some beautiful biscuit. Do you guys know of a beautiful biscuit we can raid? All right, let me go to my Twitch. Let me go to categories. All right, wait. Who's streaming? MSWarlord, are you streaming? No, that's a bummer. Thickest boy. Oh, yes, he is. Haha, I see you. All right, we're going to raid MSWarlord. He is one of my brothers in arms. He likes history, he likes Warband, and he likes a lot of the games we like. So give him a check out. And you guys can continue with the party in his habitation. His dwarf cave, I should say. Man, he'd get mad if I called it a man cave, right? Dwarves are kind of racist, to be honest with you. All right, let's go raid that biscuit. See, I don't even know how to raid because they took the words away from my buttons. Fucking bastards. All right, this guy. Yes, correct. Boom. Glorious. Start raid. All right, what else do we have here? We'll require an official to check guns from now. Well, there's an armor on set, but she was 24 and it was her first movie, and it wasn't just her, it was everybody. An assistant director handed him the gun. What the hell is an assistant director even doing that? It's because it was low budget and it was a shit show. We've all been on job sites that were a shit show, and this was one of them, and they had blank guns, which also shouldn't be able to kill you, but sometimes they can. If their piece of shrapnel or wadding or something gets stuck in the barrel, they can kill you. One guy died because he took a blank gun and put it up to his head and pulled the trigger because the concussive blast went into his temple and shook his brains up and made him non-existent. Gun safety is a big deal. Everybody should be, if you're around guns, even guns, blank guns, they're still dangerous. Gotta be careful. And on that happy note, all you guys have a wondrous evening, a relaxing morning, and a gosh dog heroic afternoon, depending on where you're at in this world. And old Raw here is going to catch you next time. Enjoy MSWarlord. Take care, Stinky Biscuits.
You joke about pooping in my place, you're gonna get locked in my place. I don't leave this chair. I have all the time in the world. I have no appointments, no responsibilities. I could just sit here until the servers reset. I bet you are. I bet you are. Oh, Cal, you knew I was just waiting to do that.